Hello, pre-notification gang. It will be kind of Doug Leak. Good morning. Yeah, sending a message. Thanks to resub gas boot in the prime drop down. Did you see Fuzi get knocked out by Bryce Hall? No, I'm not 14. There we go, I think this is it. Thanks to tier 1 DJ Adams and the resub Mustin. Yeah, there's some fat new drama just dropped. We'll get to it in a minute. Thanks to resub Twin. Thanks to resub Victor. Yep. I know Thanksmas is going on today, so this is also going to double as a Thanksmas stream. Counteract the drama with generosity. Where do I put this? Exit tier 1 Didact and the resub Phobic, Tim, and Ryan. I guess I can make it like a command. No. Exit Prime, Failfo. I could just post the link. I think that'll just be easiest. Exit tier 1 Butterbums. Without spoilers, how did you like Infinite? It's finally a step in the right direction. I enjoyed it. Thanks to resub Sapient. Yep, I'll be doing Thanksmas. Like I said, this is going to be like doubling as a Thanksmas stream as well. So for anyone that doesn't know, Jacksepticeye does Thanksmas once a year. And that's the link to donate for it. I believe this year... Hold on, where's his stream? Exit tier 1 Butterbums, tier 1 Jake, tier 1 Struble, and tier 1 Brothop. And the resub Zegan, Stacy, and the Prime Neo. And Gamer Matt. And give sub Buffy. I believe this year it's focused on building houses? Or is that just the stream title? Pretty sure it's for houses this year. Yeah, Thanksmas is always such a wholesome thing Sean does. Yep, like I said, we'll get to the drama in a second. Literally just went live. Give everyone a chance to trickle in. Thanks to the tier 1 Ashley and the Bits, Bats, and Cats. January, I think, Frebby. And thanks to Risa Blake. Something bad? It's something I've already talked about. This is just a follow-up to something I've been kind of glued to. And then I think like there's probably a couple other things we can talk about, but I do want to at least check out the follow-up. Thanks to the resub, Janet, Hexmania, and Youngdon. Any interest in the YCS tournament this year? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series? Bro, I don't even have a deck. But I'll definitely, like, check out what happened. Thanks to resub, Wheatley, Heingat in the prime, writing on the walls. Thanks to the gift sub, Little PK. What's your honest opinion on raccoons? I think they're cute. Kind of afraid of them because of rabies, but I do think they're cute. Oh, thank you for the huge tier 3, Lord Morgoth. Welcome aboard, man. Thank you. Thanks to the gift sub Wyatt and the resub Sigmoid and Bootscape. And the resub Danny. And Young Bartholomew. Yep, like I said, this stream's gonna double as like a drama / Thanksmas stream. Thanksmas more wholesome than the internet shit. But yeah. Thanks to resub Brocodiles, Top Hat, and Arcade. The gift sub Jake. Thank you for the 5 gift subs Zerail. And the resub Jonesy, Alex, and Shamil. And the Prime Havoc. Ass or thighs? I don't give a fuck about thighs. So ass. He's resub Cloud, Infinite, and Banana. Does Australia suck now? I have no idea. I've never been to Australia. Another huge tier 3. Welcome aboard Rosewood TTV. Hope you're having a good morning. No, I'm not dyeing my hair. And let me cue this up. And thank you for the 5 gift subs Top Hat and the resub Coffee. Nathsiv, Godless, and the 5 Allen. Thank you for the generosity. Yep, this is part of the Thanksmas stream. We're giving our thanks to wonderful internet drama. Here's the link though, for Thanksmas. How much for you to wear a t-shirt that's not white? I wear non-white t-shirts all the time. Like even just 2 weeks ago I was wearing a black t-shirt. Like I get crazy sometimes. It's not just white shirts. I'm not like in a cult. Thanks to the resub, Isaiah Nelson, King, Matt, Hero, Kindrizzle, Chunky, and the Prime Held. And the resub Exotic Fish. Would you start a cult though? I don't think so. Shit's weird. I don't think there's a lot to be gained from a cult. Except for like unlimited orgies with people you'd never want to have sex with. Next to the resub Pixels and tier 1 Marshall. And the Prime Midwall. The resub Dominus and Potato Pies. And the resub Valford and Nathaniel. How were the Pantheons? I could only do the first 2 and they were good. Easy. Thanks for resub Nahambi. And Luke. Yep, I've part of Thanksmas. Can't you tell? Thanks to 5 gift subs, Moff. Appreciate it, man. And thanks to the resub, Chandra. Tits or ass, we need answers. I answer that like at least once every couple days. Tits. I like titties more than ass. Ass is full of shit. Titties are full of milk. I prefer the taste of milk. Thanks to tier 1 Whammy. I think they're just cooler. Thanks to tier 1 Infamous. And the resub Farf and tier 1 Envy. And Prime Broface and give sub Keybar. Alright, I think it's been long enough. So, the drama I want to follow up on today is one I talked about earlier, a couple days ago. The YouTuber who got 150 videos taken down by Toei Animations in a single day. It was more like a single hour, it feels like, but his shit got fucking tanked by Toei because he covered like Dragon Ball, he covered One Piece, and they're just fucking awful. I've said up for a long time, anime studios and a lot of just Japanese companies in general are super out of touch and afraid of the internet. They treat the internet like the boogeyman. Nintendo used to strike channels if they even played Mario Kart. They even banned streamers because they played Hyrule Warriors an hour early because Nintendo didn't realize there's different time zones. So some time zones just had the game come out earlier. It's just they're super out of touch and afraid of the internet. So this channel, Totally Not Mark, got fucking blasted 3 days ago. 150 videos gone. He went from like 400 videos and some change to 210 or something at the time, whatever it was. And now there's this update, which I haven't watched yet. I started it a little bit, but then decided it'd be better just to watch it all on stream so that way we could all see what's going on together. Since it's a story I'm pretty interested in. So that's going to be this morning's stream. Judging by the title here, it doesn't seem Toei Animations has had a change of heart or anything like that. So, not super optimistic.
It's been a few days since I uploaded my video responding to the attack that Toei Animation has placed on both myself
Oh, it's a little quiet.
and my team. There have been developments, some positive, but
Thanks for some
unfortunately
Leaf,
mostly
Zengen,
I'll be
Brown,
discussing
and
the
I guess said
developments
bro.
on the YouTube side, on the Toei side,
Reset bro job.
but I will also, at the end of this video, dedicate time to a statement I've prepared. This statement will be delivered in Japanese.
It's still quiet?
Reach the Toei
What am I supposed to do about that?
The Japanese public, and at the very end, there will be a plea to the author of One Piece, Eiichiro.
Everything is maxed out.
If nothing else comes from this video, I would ask that if you know anyone from Japan to please help them hear my message. On Twitter, I have uploaded the same Japanese statement in full on its own.
Is it still quiet?
This plea will be heard by those that can make a difference in Japan. The entire world, over the last couple of days, has stood by myself and my team in solidarity, as well as made it known to both Toei Animation and YouTube themselves that this is not a problem that's unique to myself and my team. And so my intent with this video is to share what I believe to be a massive exploit and problem with how YouTube's copyright system is handled. And due to this, I want to do everything in my power to make sure I share everything with everyone. Like the last video, I will try to make it as brief as I can. I'd first like to discuss what developments there have been from YouTube's side. And I have found
they wiped your ass with their support ticket.
Having reached out to several people on the matter over the course of 3 days, I have consistently struggled to talk to someone that doesn't sound like a robot or one that doesn't make me feel even more powerless than I already do. Japanese copyright law is very different and much more strict than in the West.
It's archaic.
And when it came to my attention that some YouTubers have the ability in their studio app to manage what regions their videos can be seen in, I was shocked and went ahead and asked YouTube about it. Through these conversations with them, I learned that not only do I not have access to that feature currently, but I also can't...
Can't you help him with your company? We tried, actually. Well, are currently still trying. I think people misunderstand how difficult it is. So when a company like Toei Animations does what they did to this guy, which is put their dick in his mouth, when they take down that many videos, it becomes a legal thing. It's not a YouTube-specific platform thing. It is an actual legal battle that you have to fight. That's why it's so time-consuming, and that's also why YouTube is extremely hands-off, because they don't want to get engaged in a legal battle. Especially not with Toei Animations. They have so much money to toss around. Now, he mentioned in the last one he could go through and manually dispute each one, but it takes a long time to resolve it that way. It's extremely tedious. So you'd have to actually have some kind of legal discourse in order to solve the problem in an efficient way. And it's not easy, and it's definitely not cost efficient. But yeah, HMG, which is our company, has been doing whatever we could to help this guy.
Gain access to it. That is, unless I have a channel or partner.
Thanks to the 5 gift subs royalty, appreciate it.
I was told time and again that I could apply for. But, and this is where things start getting strange, I later found out that this feature that was so heavily guarded by YouTube can be easily obtained through many MCNs if I was willing to pay for that feature. That doesn't make any sense to me. Either it's an important feature for YouTube to gatekeep, or it's not, and this has nothing to do with MCNs.
I did see
being
PewDiePie's video on
with this feature. Plenty of people with my exact same style of videos utilize these features through MCNs. Through YouTube, I can't apply for one because I am not the rights holder to my content, but if I pay some random MCN a cut of my monthly earnings for that privilege, I can.
What a deal.
The percentage cuts that these MCNs take wildly vary. How does that make any sense? And what's more is, on Wednesday afternoon, I managed to just about get in touch with someone that didn't feel or sound...
Hold on, I want to read that. Thanks to Tier 1, Electri, and the resub Zombie, and the Prime Cycle, and the resub Siso. Yep, I mean, that's really about all they can do, or all they ever really, like, offered to do.
Like a robot. And their instruction to me was to dispute all the claims from Toei, so I threw caution to the wind, and I did. And this is where...
Okay, is there anything realistic we can do knowing it's Japanese companies? The only thing, and it's something that he did in the first one, which is public pressure. That's really about it. Japan is super, like, primitive when it comes to their perspective on the internet. Like I mentioned, Johnny and Associates is a big talent agency in Japan. They literally censor their main actor for the Judgment series because they don't want his image on the internet. They actually just burned that series to the ground because Sega was toying with the idea of a PC port, and they were so afraid of just having the guy's picture on the internet. They just gray him out. It's crazy. Just, again, it was Takia Kimura. They do this kind of shit. And they've done it for a lot. Like, as you can see, like, it's not just this guy. They do this for a lot of their talent. And it's not just this company. Nintendo does shit like that where they strike channels for covering their shit they don't want or used to. It's not just Toei. It's fucking crazy. It's, for some reason, a lot of companies in Japan just hate the internet and are super afraid of it because they want complete control over their talent and how their images are used or how their content is used, which is why Toei does this, because they try and keep that shit under lock and key. So him covering their properties is nothing but a threat to their copyright in their eyes. Until, of course, they want to use him to promote their material, then it's okay.
Things get really strange, and Toei, for the first time since they took the videos, re-entered the picture. Before this section, in the interest of transparency and fairness, I have been reached out to by the company that licensed the music by Toei Animation that approached me for those concerts. This is to point out that Toei Animation did not directly approach me to sponsor my videos for these concerts. Per the request of my contact at YouTube, I spent over 3 hours fighting disputes, and the next morning, less than 12 hours later, Toei responded to each and every claim. This is...
Look, I love this shit. Look at the timing on this. This is... Both of these are within a minute. They've got some real fucking speed readers over there. Some kind of supercomputer that's built for nothing but fucking people in the ass on the internet. That's impressive. Manually reviewed, too. Oh my god, they're incredible. They're so fast. They were able to somehow manually review all of these in 25 minutes. Sometimes in the same minute. Impressive.
Is very uncharacteristic of Toei. Take, for example, the first part of my One Piece series. That was claimed on the 1st of October 2020. I filed the dispute on the same day, and Toei didn't respond until October 28th, only to notify me that they denied my dispute.
Some Shoop,
but
Scary,
this
and
time
Zebra.
was different. This time, of the 150 videos that I disputed, Toei released 19. Of the 150
Wait, that's not bad.
19 videos.
That's pretty good.
I think that by looking at these videos, they demonstrate some sort of pattern, something to indicate what Toei is okay with and what they aren't.
We take those.
No. And this is where things didn't make any sense at all. Again, just like when these videos were claimed, the responses to these disputes came seconds and minutes apart from each other. But the real interesting part comes when you look closer at what they released and what they did.
That's their quirk.
Naturally, a lot of the drawing videos are back, which is great, including this new one I was very proud of. They must have seen the format, noticed it was an obvious example of fair use, and said, okay, we'll give him that one. Which still wouldn't be okay because all of my videos are fair use, but let's assume that this was the case with this video. The sequel to that video, that is the exact same style, format, approach, philosophy, Its dispute was denied. One of two things has happened.
Makes it a bit
One,
stubborn.
Toei Animation didn't really care at all and just pressed random buttons hoping the problem went away, which might explain the fast response times.
Sounds like
Or
Toei.
two, a team of people that clearly had no guidance were given a task they clearly didn't understand to judge videos they had no idea how to judge. These two videos are the same effectively in terms of their level of fair use. All of the review series I am most proud of never got reinstated. Series that took months and months each to complete, particularly One Piece. And yet this randomly gets released. One of my earliest videos from 2016, and not my videos I'm proud of. The ones that are labeled reviews. Seriously.
Imagine they just released the
genuinely
worst
review my
ones just to
favorite
make
shows
fun
in
of him.
ethical fashion, but they're cool with literally the entire Battle of Gods movie, the entire Resurrection F movie, and the entire Broly movie to be freely available on YouTube. Seriously, check it out. Look it up. They're there.
I'm gonna look that up right now. I bet they're gone now. Just a hunch. Let me see. Thanks to the gift sub key in the resub status.
I uploaded my
Dragon Ball Super Brawly Dublado. I'm wrong, it's still up. Nice, this guy's got a good run going. Toei Animations is powerless against Anime Power PI. Wow. Good shit.
available on YouTube. Seriously, check it out. Look it up. They're there. For those of you that don't know, those are some of the most recent theatrical films to be released for Dragon Ball,
These are Prime Quill.
with Broly being Toei's most successful. To put this into perspective, this is like if Disney allowed all the Avengers films to be freely available on YouTube for all to see. Does Netflix know that these films are freely available on YouTube? Because they're on their site too. And that's not all. There's a supercut of the entire last arc of your most recent Dragon Ball anime. These shouldn't be there like this, but they are. But look, okay, you might be thinking that this is a good thing, and at the very least, I'm closer now.
Check if that video has licensing. My man, I'll do it, but I can say with a high level of confidence, Anime Power PI did not pay Toei Animations for licensing right to re-upload the entire movie on YouTube. But you know what? Let's double check. Perhaps I am also underestimating the supervillain of piracy known as Anime Power. No, this is probably an official channel, actually, now that I look at it. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. This is where Toei Animations goes to die. They don't want to fuck with this guy. His dublados are nuts. Oh yeah, just a reminder, this is also doubling as a Thanksmas stream. Sean's doing his yearly Thanksmas, and he asked me to be a part of it, so I'm super excited about that. If anyone's interested, I dropped the link in the chat.
Than I ever have been. While technically correct, I'm actually in a worse position now as I can't appeal everything at once. Now I'm in a position where I can't challenge any of these without risking a strike. Why am I guilty?
Hey, I wasn't snitching on channels. What the fuck are you talking about? He's the one who showed me the dublados. If you're a big Anime Power PI fan, blame Mark for if they vanish overnight. Or get, like, abducted and kidnapped or some shit. I didn't do it. That's not my fault. I love those dublados.
Until proven innocent. I produce fair use content and as a result get treated unfairly. And that is when, right in the middle of another email conversation I was having with YouTube support, the person I was dealing with was relieved of their duties mid-conversation and someone else took over.
They fired him? Are you talking to Mark? Don't you realize Toei Animations assassins want him dead? You're out of here. Pack up your things and get out of the office. That's some weird shit. It's also not super uncommon. I remember back when I was like with Maker Studios, I went through like 12 different channel managers over the course of a couple years. They cycle these people out like crazy. They fucking use them like condoms and throw them away constantly. I guess it's the same at like any big tech company though, I suppose.
And it seems like she can help me to get a manager for my channel to enable the region lock feature on my channel. But to be clear, I'm not entirely certain on that front yet. That's as far as the conversation got before I got another email from YouTube directly this time. After days of struggling to get in touch with someone, suddenly, I'm very popular and they all want to talk to me. Now, I won't reveal their name, but in this email they told me that they had seen my video and then proceeded to tell me not to talk to any other YouTube support folks and to instead just talk to them. And here I thought I was going to get a YouTube manager. Oh well, what did they have to say? Maybe they can help me get my 136 videos back. Well, no. In effect, this person, while they once again felt less like a robot talking to me, what they could offer was largely the same as before. Nothing I haven't already heard or tried. But I think the most frustrating part of all of this was at the end of the email, they gave me advice for moving forward.
Thanks, Resub,
And
Sing,
they link
and Maddie.
to the frequently asked questions tab on the Google support page.
And did it help?
Before moving
The
on,
FAQs, did they solve it?
I define my position clearly with regards
Bet
to
they did.
copyright and fair use. I'm not an advocate for people to be freely allowed to upload entire episodes or movies, which, by the way, are on YouTube in their entirety. Regardless, I'm an advocate for transformative content. My videos are not a replacement for, nor do they detract from, the original release, which, as you can see, I openly and happily encourage people to support.
To be honest, if I were you, I'd start like maybe taking some of these down. I don't know, fuck Toei. I'd replace this with anything else. Put Godslap here. I don't care, man. But at this point, I wouldn't have this shit up here at all. I don't care how much you love the property. If they're just gonna come in here and skull fuck you for no reason, I would not have this here until that's fixed. Fuck Toei.
I can't describe how utterly soul-destroying and anxiety-filled this experience has been so far. To constantly be teetering on the verge of losing everything while trying desperately
Oh, true.
to communicate
Yeah, I
with
guess it's
people
not
that
necessarily
won't
Toei.
help, only to be hit by more and more bad news, both with this circus and in my real life that I haven't disclosed. And to tell you the truth, the unparalleled support I've received from what feels like everyone has made perhaps one of the worst weeks of my life at least possible to overcome. Charlie, thank you. Joey, thank you.
Sweet.
Phil, thank you. Felix, thank you.
I didn't really do
And
anything.
thank you to the hundreds, if not thousands of people that have made posts, videos, and calls to action on my behalf and my team's behalf. I'll never be able to repay all of your kindness and support you've extended to me and my team
Well, this is
when none
wholesome.
of us thought that you needed to. People have consistently pointed to my Patreon on both my behalf and my team's, and we are both utterly overwhelmed. To the point where I feel tremendous guilt. This is everyone else's Christmas too, and someone even donated as much as $500. Together, you've all taken the pressure off of us this Christmas,
Aw.
and for that I am forever and truly grateful. But until such time this ends in change or the circumstances improve, the thousands of people that have my back are going to be the only ones that will pay. And so because of this, I will be donating my portion of the wages generated to a charity I will announce later in this video.
What
Even
a
if the happy
wholesome guy.
endings we're
Holy
all
shit.
looking for don't happen through YouTube or Toei,
That was
I'd like
touching.
to at least help contribute to a different kind of uplifting ending to some extent. The following is my open letter to both Toei's copyright offices and the Japanese public.
Thanks, Resub,
Following that,
Andro,
at the
and the
end of
Prime
the video
Broken.
is my letter to Eiichiro Oda, the author of One Piece. In advance, I would like to thank my friend for offering her native Japanese voice and assisting in delivering and translating this letter to help bridge the language gap that may exist.
親愛なる東映アニメーション著作権局様へ。まずはじめに、このメッセー
That's
ジ
a
を
pretty
お寄せいた
interesting
だき
idea.
誠にありがとうございます。私は東映のショーを20年以上愛し、一緒に育ってきました。私の仕事は日本から生まれた最高のストーリーについて、それらを考察し、みんなに教えることです。その作品たちは世界中の何百万人もの人々の生活を変えた日本が誇るべきものです。しかし今、私は自分の仕事と家族や従業員を養う
I actually think that's
手段
pretty
を
smart.
失うかもしれない窮地に立
I
た
have
され
never
てい
seen
ます。
this attempted.
私は日本文化に深い愛と敬意を持っています。
That is a power move.
私にとって重要なのは、東映アニメーションが世界に発信する素晴らしいストーリーや製品をサポートし、お金を払うことです。そして私は著作権法がいかに重要であるかを理解しています。素晴らしい物語はお金を払って合法的に楽しむべきものだと思っています。だから私はあなたたちの作品を 盗もうとする人々を
Maybe that is super interesting. So one thing I do know about Japanese companies is they value like the Japanese consumer far more than like a Western audience. So I guess if this got legs in Japan, it'd really improve his chances, I think. Because again, the only way he can really fight them, he's not going to beat them legally. I think there's a 0% chance that happens. But if pressure mounts to, like I'm going to stop buying Toei products, I'm not going to, do a cum tribute on the latest Luffy figurine or anything like that. Like if they start taking a reputational hit, I feel like there's a good chance they just release it and like just say it's not worth it, you can just have your videos back. So I think it's a pretty interesting idea to try and get legs there in Japan for the movement.
サポートしていません。私は作品を盗んだり置き
Thanks to
換
be
えた
some
り
radiant
し
and
たくはあり
Azazel.
ません。私はあなたたちの作品の価値が私のビデオによって減らされることはないと信じています。私は世界中の人々にあなたたちの作品をもっと愛してもらえるようにこの仕事をしています。私は世界中の何十万人もの人々にドラゴンボールやワンピースのような素晴らしい作品をもっと読んだり見たりするように進めています。そして私はその目標を達成することに成功したと信じています。しかし先週東映アニメー
Bet
シ
the
ョ
story
ン
will
は
never reach
今まで
Oda? Well,
そう
probably
した
not.
思いで作成してきた
But it just needs to
私
reach
の
Toei. It doesn't need
150
to
本
reach
の動画
Oda.
を削除し、私の仕事
Or
の
at
手
least
段を奪いました。
people.
私は過去にも東映によってブロックされた多くの YouTube 動画に異議を唱え、毎回勝ってきました。でも、各動画の返還には2ヶ月以上の時間がかかります。そして私は2つの主張を同時に争うことはできないので、今回の150件の申し立
Wait, I
て
didn't know
に
that. You can't dispute more than 2 claims at a time? Oh, I had no fucking idea, actually. So that's where the 30 years would come into play? Holy shit. That's kind of wacky. I didn't know there was a limit to it. I thought it was just because of how long those things typically take for a company to respond. I didn't realize there was an actual cap on how many you can be like engaged with, so you can only like double fist that you can't double fist them. Damn.
今まで通
Gives
り
you some chase
一
and
つずつ異議を申し立てると30年以上の時間がかかってしまいます。この大規模な問題は YouTube 特有のものです。日本でそれらの動画をブロックするという東映アニメーションの権利を私は尊重したいと思っています。もし私に選択肢があるならば、私の動画が日本で公開され
That's
ないよう
extremely
に
smart.
完全に差し替えたいです。しかし、YouTube のシステム上、私にその権限はありません。
It's just unlucky that you'd have to be on like an MCN to pay for that.
今、私のビデオの多くが世界中で視聴できません。東映アニメーションはアメリカにも事務所を持っていて、アメリカで番組も放送しています。アメリカには何百万人もの東映アニメーションのファンがいて、私のファンたちのほとんどもアメリカ出身です。国ごとに異なる著作権法があるのはご存知かと思いますが、なぜ東映アニメーションのアメリカの著作権ポリシーはアメリカの著作権法にのっとっていないのでしょうか。
Makes you honorable.
それに伴い、私のビデオはアメリカでも視聴できなくなっています。そして多くのウェスタンカルチャーの国では同じような著作権法が適用されています。ここ数日、日本人を含めた世界中の人たちからのサポートのおかげで、私と私の労働者の賃金を援助するための募金が集められました。みんなとても寛大でした。そして、
Yeah, so basically, he wants the video. Yeah, for anyone that just came in. His videos got taken down by Toei. He wants them put back up with like a block on Japan if that's the problem. Which is something YouTube does. Videos can be blocked by a region, but you can't manually set a region block on your content. Which I didn't know about. I've never thought to do that. I never thought like one day came up where I was like, hey, fuck Estonia in particular. I'm gonna block my shit over there. But his solution is put the videos back up and we can block them in Japan. If that's what needs to be done, that's no problem. Which I think is a good idea, if that is the problem. But he doesn't have the power to do that himself. It'd have to be Toei Animations that does that.
その募金の一部を私が以前から深く気にかけていた自殺予防を支援する日本の慈善団体に寄付したいと思います。東映アニメーションの方々、これが続いても誰も得をしないと私は思っています。今私は毎日不安です。東映が日本で私のビデオをブロックするというのなら、私はそれに異論はありません。でも私は日本の外でその国の法律に従い仕事をしているつもりです。したがって私のビデオはほとんどの国で違法ではないと私含め世界中のたくさんの人たちが信じています。それでもあなた方は私のビデオを削除しています。それはとても公平な判断ではないと思います。日本の法律は世界の法律ではありません。どうかご理解いただければ幸いです。今日のこの時点で私のビデオのほとんどはまだあなた方の会社から返還されていません。そのため私自身と世界中の何十万人もの人たち
Ooh, I like that, kind of putting a
東映の
threat
今
in
後の映
there.
画をサポートすることを
This feels like something out of Death Note now.
そしてこれが今後他の YouTuber にも起こり続けるとなると何百万人もの人々がボイコットを
He's
する
coming in
可能性
raw.
が大いにあります。本来多くの人たちが東映アニメーションの映画をサポートし愛したいと思い対価を払う価値のある素晴らしい会社だと思っています。ご理解の上、
Thanks, Resub
今後の
Ascalad.
検討をよろしくお願いいたします。
Oh, there's two separate ones. So what kind of power does Oda have? Doesn't he just make One Piece? I don't think he could really like hop on the Toei Animations YouTube page and unblock his videos, right? So is the idea to put pressure on Oda, who has a lot of pull within the company? I don't really know like how that's structured, but I do remember like the Bleach guy, what's his name, Kubo? Kubo used to get slapped around by like the what was it? Shonen Jump? My god, they abused that man. And he was one of the most popular the most popular manga creators there is. So I imagine Oda's got to be kind of in that same boat, right? Or maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I just don't understand how huge One Piece is. So most people are saying Oda does have a lot of power. So is it a good idea to like kind of try and get Oda's attention? Because I don't really know. I feel like just based on what I know from Kubo and that nightmare he went through, Oda's probably locked in a fucking basement somewhere, forced to keep pumping out One Piece until his eyes bleed. Thanks to Risa Wathi and Angelo. Okay, well let's see what the message is.
そして今
Thanks, Resub
回の
Legacy.
件について小田栄一郎先生とどうしてもお話がしたいです。先生、そして周りのスタッフの方々がお忙しいのは重々承知の上の勝手なお願いとは思いますが、どうかこの文章を読んで折り返しご連絡くださいますようお願いいたします。
Thanks, Resub Frosty.
小田先生は強い勢力が目の前に立ちはだかっても自分たちがどのように
And Oda, if you're watching my response to this, I'm not a huge One Piece fan yet, but I'm still giving it a try.
ここ数日
I might
間
like it
で
at some point.
小田先生と先生の作品を愛する何百万人もの人たちが東映の素晴らしいアニメーションスタッフやストーリーテーラーではなく著作権局の人たちによって犯されたこの不公平に反対するため立ち上がってきました。この問題は私だけではなく私の家族や すべての従業員、そして世界中の何百万人もの小田先生のファンにも影響を与えています。僕のファンイコール小田栄一郎のファンです。世界中の小田先生の作品を愛する私を含むすべてのファンから謹んでお願いを申
Is
し
there
上
a
げま
dub
す。
for this?
ファンたちは海賊版行為と戦い、先生の名作にお金を払ってサポートしたいです。小田先生のストーリーについての考察を、その過程で職を失う心配をすることなく、みんなで楽しく共有したいと思っています。東映アニメーションからお金を稼ぐつもりはありません。私たち
Sorry
は
to keep pausing, but this is pretty interesting. I haven't seen this. I think it's an overall really good approach, at least with the first part to Toei. I just don't know anything about Oda, like how much power he commands. Is this something he could even see? Is he allowed internet access? Like, with the way they treat some talent in Japan, like back to Johnny and Associates, Kimura wasn't even allowed to have a social media account until 2019. They would not even allow him on the internet. He was forbidden. So is there a chance Oda can even see this? Or is he just totally on a different level? So a very slight chance. He's very connected to his community. So I'm seeing between 0% and like a 10% chance he can see it, from what I'm gathering here. So it does seem like he pays attention to the community. So then it doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. Even if it's a slim chance, it's better than 0. Again, like, at this point, with his entire livelihood being threatened for no fucking reason, it's worth trying if there's even a slim chance. Here's the Prime. Danny Molokov and the Prime Blood.
は他の誰かや何かを置き換えることを目指してはいません。より多くのファンを作り、国など関係なく、みんなで楽しいを共有したい一心です。今、この問題は過去最大に深刻な状態にあります。小田先生と小田先生の名作を
This is weird. So I've seen this on Twitter, and now I see it here. This guy steals their content and then makes someone else make an apology. Well, A, he's not stealing content, and B, he's not making an apology. It even came across like a little bit of a threat towards the end there, which I fucking respect. Throw your whole meat on the table. Fuck Toei. He's not stealing anyone's content. It's no different than reviewing for movies or games or anything. It's the same way. It's the same exact thing. He does an analytical breakdown of the content. Like, it's not even close. He's not doing like what was her name? Like Susie, who just puts her face cam while watching Naruto. That's not the same thing. He breaks it down and talks about it from a storyteller's perspective and going over like the entire purpose of why it exists. It's a really dumb take. At no point is he stealing any content. Even when he uses clips from the show or from the manga, that is totally within his right to do that. Reviewers do it all the time for other properties without issue. It's only for anime that they take this supreme stance where, like, unless we give you permission via our pigeon carriers, you don't have our blessing, and we will fuck you up. It's very dumb. Like, it's super silly. There can't even be a single possible iota of an argument to be made that he is stealing their content and profiting from just re-uploading their content. Not even close.
必要としている世界中のファンたちをリードして助けてください。私たちの宝物を守るのに手を貸してください。どうかお願いします。私たちは小田栄一郎先生の作品が大好きです。小田先生、これをあなたから教わりました。麦わらの一味全員来た。おい、麦わらのルフィ。お前らは本当にこの島を滅ぼす気なのか？なぜ竜宮城を占拠した人魚たちを誘拐したのはお前たちなのか？答えてくれ。お前たちは魚人島の敵なのか味方なのか？敵か。
Is this what the manga looks like?
そんなこと。お前らが勝手に決めろ。小田栄一郎先生、そしてすべての関係者の方々、東映アニメーションの方々、 お時間を割いてこの動画を視聴していただきありがとうございました。
I see. Thanks for gift sub Mortis. Yeah, I think even if that's a super slim chance Toei or Oda sees that, it was at least worth trying. Pretty much out of options. You can't beat a company like that legally. They can abuse it all day because no one can really afford all of those fees. Hopefully that works. He got 19 videos back apparently, so it's at least moving in the right direction. Thanks to resub Hurt Reynolds. He should just move on. Yeah, that's a stupid perspective too, though. He's built an entire company around, like, the review and discussion of anime. So to lose 150 videos, that's a big blow to the company. This video gets striked again for the last part. Yeah, Otis sees it and gets, like, offended. Oh my god, he's even drawing my own manga on YouTube! Yeah, hopefully it does help. I really do hope it gets back. That would also be an extremely big W for the platform as a whole. If Mark's case swings in his favor, that's good for pretty much anyone on YouTube. That's good for fucking Trash Taste, that whole gang, and pretty much anyone who covers manga. That sets a precedent. And I think that's pretty important. Thanks to Prime Melvin. Did I see the Bungie IGN drama? No? What are you talking about? Also, just a reminder, today's Thanksmas. If anyone wants to donate, I posted the link in the chat. Today it's focused on building homes. It's Sean's charity event he does once a year. Thanks to Risa Bosco. If nothing else, though, at least he didn't get striked for them. So even if it doesn't win, it doesn't result in a W, he will at least be able to keep creating. And maybe just never touch anything Toei related again. Which is also pretty shitty because One Piece is the biggest anime thing ever. So to have a company focused on the discussion and breakdown of anime and manga and not be able to talk about the biggest one ever is also super bad for the company. So not a great resolution. Hopefully it'll all just get handled. Into the Prime Madness. Resub Mortis. So what is this Bungie IGN drama?
It's been a few days since I...
DBZ too. Yeah, but DBZ's like, well, I guess DBZ's still super popular. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just only watch the movies now. I don't watch Super. I tried to watch Super and it was so goddamn slow. Thanks to Tier 1 Moronic. But to stand in solidarity with Mark, I won't be watching the new Dragon Ball Super movie. Even though I don't think I was going to anyway, because the title of it was enough to make me not want to. It's called like Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, Super Turbo or something. But now I will absolutely not even think about it for a moment. Because fuck them. Thanks to the Prime Elzada and Tier 195k high. The battle for Bungie's soul. Inside the studio's struggle for a better work culture. Is that the drama? That sounds kind of boring. What does that mean? Is there some shit going down at Bungie? I'm still watching One Piece. I'm still on episode 46. I keep falling asleep. It's been a little over a month and a half since I got to episode 46, but this one's a real siren song. It is putting me to sleep every night. Thanks to the resub. Unique. I know it's a filler episode, but I already made the commitment to just watch it all. But like I said, One Piece is doing exactly what I needed to do. It's putting me to sleep. And when I finish an episode, it's like, hey, that was cool. I finished one. Yeehaw. And then when I fall asleep during it, it's like, man, I slept great. Thanks, One Piece. The Bungie drama is sad, but in a hopeful way. I'm assuming this is it then. Let me see. I'll at least read about it. This is the first I've heard of it. There's a resub puffs. Bungie has 800 employees? What the fuck do they do? Why does Destiny have, like, no content except for, like, twice a year? That must be the easiest job in the world. You just go to the office and hang out. So it just seems like a super shitty place to work. Wow, this is... Oh my god, wait, this is huge. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, IGN really went in. I don't know if I'm gonna read all of that on stream. Maybe... Is there, like, cliff notes I can look at on stream? I guess I can read it later on my own. Holy Jesus Christ. I haven't even heard of this. Someone break it down for me. So what is it? From the first couple of paragraphs, it seems like people were overworked at Bungie. Is it like an Activision Blizzard situation, or was it just a truly awful place to work at from crunch and all that? Charlie, Activision Blizzard employees steal breast milk. I know, man. Since we're covering drama, we can also head back on that one. This came out the other day. So, it was revealed that Activision Blizzard had to start putting padlocks on their refrigerators because breastfeeding workers couldn't feel safe with their breast milk in the fridge because employees, some of the dudes would come by and steal their breast milk. So they had to start locking it down. It's fucking crazy. Bunch of actual villains at Activision Blizzard. I wouldn't be surprised if they were stealing it for Bobby Kotick. Like, that's how he stays alive. He just drinks his employees' breast milk. He's like a vampire, but for titty milk. Yeah, I don't know how Activision Blizzard makes it out of this, man. I wonder what their stock price is looking like. It is still, well, it's actually starting to recover, but it is still coming down pretty hard. You love to see that. That is weird as fuck. I know, it is. So there's more than just that, but the breast milk one is the one that's really standing out to people, like me, because that one's fucking crazy. They also apparently, what did they do? What was it? Something with the unions, right? They're trying their best to stop them from unionizing or something. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. Consider the consequent... Man, I'm not gonna fucking allow ads on Fox Business. They were saying, like, if you sign with a union, you go to hell. God doesn't like unions. So he was trying to scare... Like, Activision Blizzard was trying to scare them away from unionizing. That's literally all companies. Oh, I know. It's just one of the other things that came out recently. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I'm not doing that, Eurogamer. Jesus Christ. Bobby Kotick was on the Coca-Cola board too? Man, this guy was everywhere, including Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book. Bobby Kotick really gets around, Jesus. What did he do before Activision Blizzard? Holy shit, he looks like a goblin. I know, man. He's a scary looking guy. But yeah, Activision Blizzard board members still stand behind him fully for some reason. Even though he was actually cucking them, he never even told them the problems at the company. And then they said he's still trustworthy. And they forgive him. What a fucked up company, man. Thanks to resub Joey, Cook, and Cleod. Have you played Vanguard since you reviewed it? No, and I still regret that I ever even bought it. Not only does the game suck, but it comes from people that fucking steal breast milk and sexually assault the female employees at the company. I still feel dirty. Toei stock fell $190. What the fuck? Are they publicly traded? Oh! Wow! Wow! Toei's killing it! Man, that's weird. It looks like the strategy of targeting a YouTube channel's really not panning out. Granted, I don't think it's a direct correlation. I don't think their stock is hitting bedrock because of them going after Totally Not Mark, but I like to think that it's related in some way. You know, kind of like an anime, where when a character does some fucked shit and then they pay the consequence a few episodes later, that's kind of what's happening here, right? Oh, you love to see that. You know, if Mark's videos and messages to Toei don't really get there, I think if this keeps tanking, maybe at some point they'll be like, all right, what's going on now? What's happening? Surely that would wake them up. Thanks for the resub, UK and Booty. Did I watch the Hollow Knight Silk Song trailer? I don't remember. I don't think Toei execs watch anime. Well, they don't need to watch anime, they just need to watch this. Shit is tanking. Well, granted it's only 1%, but 190, I can't believe like how expensive it is though, but even still. Thanks for some jelly. It's been just on a very smooth decline. It's like $2. It's still good. This is definitely not $2 though. Really, Akira? First I've heard of that. It's $130. Oh, gotcha. They've been in a decline since September? Yeah. Well, no, not true. They bounced back in November a little bit. And then, yeah. Thanks for some jellyfish. We've seen the trailer for Morbius. Yeah, I can't say I'm like excited for it, but I have seen the trailer. I don't know anything about the character. Give me 1 second though, I'm getting a call. I'm gonna take a piss as well, and then we'll go over some more drama. I think there's one more story that came out recently that I wanted to talk about. Thanks, Resub Alfonso. Be right back. I'm back. Oh. We doing math now? What? No. We're just watching Toei eat shit. Was it Toei calling? Yeah, it was their lawyers saying that I'm on the hook now. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Betty. What the fuck? He has a mini tent? Is that for the doggies? It is. You're one of the first people to immediately make the connection. Most people think I sleep in the tent. No, it's for my dogs. Thanks for resub, Magno. Thanks for resub, Demo. Toei Twitter is getting butt fucked. Does Toei even have a Twitter? That actually would surprise me. Let me see. I saw Toei Get Out or whatever was trending the other day. They do have a Twitter. They posted 18 hours ago the story of young Avin from Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai. Let's see what the top reply is. Bring back Totally Not Mark's videos, or we are pirating Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Yep, that's pretty much every reply here. Thanks for the resub, Ronnie. I highly doubt Toei actually cares about any of their social media shit. That's why I think in Mark's video, like directly addressing it in Japanese and hoping to get like a Japanese foothold there where it gets some traction is the best call. Because Japanese companies do not care about Western reception. Not even a little bit. At least if history's taught us anything over the last like 15 years, they don't give a fuck. No matter how well something does in the West, if it doesn't do well in Japan, they won't touch it again. Oh, hey, good morning, Hitachi. That's not true at all. Can you give me an example then? Because one that always comes to mind is, oh my god, what the fuck? I just had it because I was about to mention it. Oh, everything that went to Toonami. Like when Toonami came back, Toonami was very popular 2012 when it made its return. So like Dead Man Wonderland, all that shit, it all went pretty crazy. And Japan didn't care. They didn't even bother like releasing half of that shit like in the US for Blu-ray, at least not right away from what I remember. I just don't think they care about Western reception. So it doesn't really matter. Exit Tier 1 Frank and the resub Alabaster and Julie. Let me give Substove. Why'd their stock drop 16%? Because they fucked with a YouTuber. This is what happens. Take notes, companies. This is what happens when you mess with YouTubers. Your stock drops. And that's the only thing that's contributing to this. Thanks for the gift, Substove. I think the recent example would be Cowboy Bebop live action. Well, that has nothing to do with like Japanese culture and how they feel about the Western audience. If anything, that would be a case to be made for them. Like, fuck the West. Look what they did to Cowboy Bebop. It got canceled and the co-writer died. Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? Cowboy Bebop? Good lord, what? What happened? I know it got canceled, but what do you mean the co-writer died? You make it sound like it was some kind of hit. Thanks to resub Meredith. Oh, that was Emma. Oh, the original Cowboy Bebop writer, really? Oh, that's sad. Damn. Died of a broken heart, I'm sure. Was he, like, the main writer? Nobumoto? Or was... Someone said co-writer. Watanabe was the main writer. She. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really know names, and I didn't look at the picture. I just assumed. Sorry. Because I knew the main guy behind Cowboy... I knew the person behind Cowboy Bebop was a guy because I read his Twitter. So I didn't know if that was this person or not. My bad. So she was a co-writer. That's sad. She was young too. Thanks to the Prime Wicked. What, I have so many tabs open? I don't only have 3. This is what we were... This was the first piece of drama that I wanted to talk about today, the follow-up. And then this is just some new drama that we're looking at. And then this is for Thanksmas. Here's a link to it. Thanks to the Reset Potato. Oh, did you mean the taskbar? Yeah, I have a lot of these open. This is for my consistent grinding in RuneScape. I'm doing Maniacal Monkeys. This is City of Heroes. And then the other one was some Ubisoft I was playing. Thanks to resub Skykill. Oh, I think I gotta go sign for that. I do. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Thanks to Tier 1 Lion. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks to resub 115 project. So what was the other big thing going on? I thought for sure there was some more drama this morning. Do you see Redditors crash Kellogg's job application after they tried to replace strike workers? This isn't exactly internet drama, but this Kellogg story's been wild. I knew that they were trying to replace them. They tried to scare the striking workers. They're like, yeah, we don't care about them striking. We'll just replace them. So then the natural question was, with who? So they had like scabs or something that were working for a little while. Apparently Redditors fucked up their application process, which I think is great. I think that's pretty clever. Yeah, fuck Kellogg's, man. These are some Matt and Ian. Not exactly fun, goofy internet drama, but I think that's pretty enjoyable if that's actually what they did. These are some funky. There's a prime Churi. Kellogg was a horrible dude. He's the reason Americans are circumcised and it was done to harm kids and stop them from sinning. Was that Kellogg? I know it was... I thought it wasn't just Kellogg. Wasn't it just Quakers in general? But that, you're not wrong. That is actually where circumcision comes from. I did know that story. Pretty interesting story, actually. Yep. Back in the day, Quakers wanted all kids circumcised because they didn't want them, like, touching themselves and thought it would make them less likely to, like, sin. So they popularized circumcision, which is why it's so commonplace now. It really got, like, a foothold. Is that why I don't have my foreskin? Yep. And I say good riddance. Can't miss what you didn't have. Thanks for some Chewbacca, Finrear999, and Perrin Fendi. You piss more than I shit, and I shit a lot. Congrats. Hey, thanks, Piss Lord. And thanks to resub Killzonator. I'm Jewish and circumcised, still jacking off. Take that, Kellogg. He's rolling over in his grave now. Did I try the Matrix teaser? I did not. I could play it later. I don't want to really play it right now, to be honest. Jake Paul's going to be fighting Tyron Woodley again since Tommy Fury dropped out last minute. I heard about that. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. The drama, we were talking about the whole Toei situation, and then a little bit on the new Blizzard stuff. I thought there was more though. I felt like there was a lot on the docket, but maybe not. The Toei one's the one I've been following most actively. I find the situation to be extremely sad and interesting. Exit Prime, a dude. You ever finish Yakuza Like a Dragon? No, we're still playing through it. Did you hear about the Demon Slayer company president getting sentenced for tax evasion? That sucks. But as far as like a crime goes, the one I care the least about is tax evasion. I just feel bad he got caught. That's awful for the show though. Tough. I love the RuneScape sounds. Do you think that's RuneScape making those noises? Have you ever tried to suck your own cock? We all have. Like not sucking my cock. I meant like every man has tried to suck his own cock. Literally everyone has at some point. But very few men will ever be successful. What do you think about Takes Two winning Game of the Year? I was totally fine with that. I would have preferred Psychonauts 2, but that's just because I'm a huge Psychonauts fan, and I thought Psychonauts 2 was actually worth the 15 years waiting. It delivered on the hype, and I really enjoyed it. But It Takes Two is also an incredible game that I fucking loved. I'm totally fine with it, and I love the guy behind it, Joseph Perez. I think he's great. He's one of the most likable guys in gaming right now. Like, how can you not fucking like this guy? He's the fuck the Oscars guy, and then when he wins Game of the Year... Where's the clip? He comes back and delivers a great speech. It was less than a minute, and it was just nice, quick, and it was fun.
And the 2021 Game of the Year
God, that's loud.
is
Holy shit.
It Takes Two.
I don't know about that, Piss, but maybe. Did I hear about Marilyn Manson's ex? No.
So unreal, this thing. I was up on that stage 2017 saying fuck the Oscar, and now actually in a way the Oscars got fucked because the Game Awards is getting way better.
How can you just not like this guy?
I know there are 30 seconds, I'm gonna be extremely fast, so I wanna thank my let me see, my beautiful team for a fantastic work. Obviously without them I can't do anything. And also, I want to give this award to my daughter, Mio, and my soon-to-come daughter, Zoe. It's so nice to have children. I'm surprised how much you love them. If you don't have children, go get them. I mean, this is the best thing that can happen. Thank you again.
Such a fucking
really
sweetheart.
I'm shaking. Look at me, man. This is like a big, big moment for me. And Neil, you're a big inspiration. Thank you. Thank you.
Shirt is a little small though, lol. Bro, if you're built like this guy, you're gonna get tighter shirts. There's no reason not to. This guy's in like actual good shape. He's not like typical like gamer nerd build. He's like actually in good shape. He's a good looking guy. He's such a nice person too, it seems. His nipples are rock hard. He just won Game of the Year, bro. Of course they are. But yeah, personally, I would have liked Psychonauts 2, but It Takes Two is also, like, it was probably my second favorite game of the year, to be fair. So I'm absolutely fine with it. As long as it wasn't Deathloop, I was happy. It could have been fucking anything else besides Deathloop, and I would have at least been like, at least it wasn't Deathloop. Deathloop wasn't that bad, but the multiplayer still to this day I don't think even works, and it was just an overall mediocre game. Like, it was fun in doses, but it wasn't anything special. It Takes Two and Psychonauts 2 were actually special. So, either one of them were deserving a Game of the Year over Deathloop. And Deathloop certainly didn't deserve the awards for, like, art direction and whatever the fuck the other one it won was. Thanks, Recent Partic. Do you play League off stream? No. I'm actually a few years sober on League. I do every now and then have the desire to sin and hop back in the Rift, but I fight it off from time to time. I do want to play like with friends though. I think that would be fun. What were your thoughts on the updates to Mark's situation? We spent the first hour going over that. I'll probably just post clips from that on YouTube later. It's a situation that I'm pretty interested in, and I really hope it resolves nicely, but I'm not going to like recap it. We just did it. I'll just post it later. There's an H3. Oh, that's what I was reading the other day. Or it actually might have been yesterday. Yeah. Have you guys heard about this? What was the guy's name? Kavanaugh? Yeah. This is kind of interesting. So, the guy behind Triller, his name's Ryan Kavanaugh, I guess. He's suing Ethan for defamation or slander or something because Ethan was saying some shit about him. And then he apparently showed like 10 seconds from the Jake Paul fight. Fuck, I don't... God, what was it? Someone knows it better than me. What was it? Ethan showed like a couple clips from like a Jake Paul fight. So now they're suing him for that and defamation at the same time because he was being mean to Kavanaugh. Where's the resub High Ridge? Defamation because he said he looks like Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, that's what it was. But no, he was also mad about him showing, and he does look like Harvey Weinstein to be fair. He was mad because he was showing clips from the Jake Paul fight on his podcast. He was mad about the piracy, wasn't he? And this was just tacked on. But no, it's actually pretty great. It's I'm not doing it justice right now. Hold on. I saw it all over Twitter. I think it was on H3 retweeting it. Kavanaugh's gone into like a full fucking meltdown. Like he hasn't been able to stop going crazy about it. So he's putting a bounty on dirt. He's offering $25,000 for anyone who could come up with a disturbing story that can be proven that Ethan has done. So that Ryan can use it. And I've been so goddamn tempted to make up a story and just completely fabricate something to claim that 25K. Things at Prime BS Jin. Yeah, he's also going after all of Ethan's sponsors, I saw. But what he doesn't realize, and this is fucking adorable, hold on. Please stop telling me to log in, I'm not logging in. This is dangerous what I'm doing here, because any moment now the Council of Cock could pop up. What is happening? Just let me go to his Twitter page. What is this? Stop doing this. Okay. There's a tier 1 Juicy. Refresh the page when you click his profile and it'll let you in. Okay, then I'll try that. Man, that didn't work at all. Son of a bitch. Oh, nice. Where is it? What the fuck is it? He was tagging Ethan's sponsors, but didn't realize that his sponsors aren't YouTube advertisements. So he was like tagging, God, well, I think it was Domino's. Like there was a Domino's ad on one of Ethan's podcast videos. And Kavanaugh was tagging Domino's like, do you really want to support a podcast that defames Ryan Kavanaugh? Because he couldn't figure out that that's not Ethan's sponsor, that's YouTube. Like, Ethan is not affiliated with Domino's at all. Like, he's just an actual fucking idiot. He's a tier 1 Habo. The gift sub Juicy and the resub Dargason. Where is all of the... There was so much shit that was shared on here earlier. Did he delete it? Well, I mean, maybe if this is a real lawsuit. Oh, well, here's a meme about it, yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. God, Jesus Christ. Navigating Twitter without being logged in is impossible. Good God. What a fucking disaster. But yeah. Why does Domino support a racist, homophobic person's podcast? You forgot the apostrophe, Ryan. Jesus, how are they going to take you seriously now? Who is illegally pirating content and causing high school students to issue death threats. Domino should be ashamed. It's just one of the banner ads on YouTube. Domino's doesn't know who the fuck H3 is. And Kavanaugh is in the tech space. How embarrassing. I don't know anything about this guy. I know Triller. I've actually talked to Triller before. I actually might have even talked to Ryan, to be honest, if he's the head of it. Because we were talking to Triller, setting up some events through them at one point. They seemed like okay at the time, but if this is the guy running them, goddamn. Exit Prime stereotypical. And the resub honey beef. You see the fresh and fit drama? Nah. But this Ryan Kavanaugh story's been kind of wacky. He seems like a bit of a goofball. What's the fresh and fit drama? This is fun. I'm learning about a lot of new stuff. Instagram model pulls out gun on DJ Academics fresh and fit. Well, that doesn't sound goofy at all. That's very different than Kavanaugh saying, Domino's, please stop. That's a completely different level of drama, I would say. Even if you don't like Ethan, you can still at least appreciate Ryan Kavanaugh's outrageous goofiness, regardless of your feelings on Ethan. These are resubs in BG and honey beef. What do I think about the Danny Duncan story? I don't know shit about it. What's the Danny Duncan story? Not this. Look up ABBA and preach. They sent us 20... Fresh and Fit sent us 20 copyright notices trying to terminate our channel.
Fresh and Fit decided to hit us with dozens of copyright claims. We saw this was probably going to end up coming, and honestly, not upset about it at all. They apologized to us for some of the comments that they made in regards to Preach's significant other. And then afterwards,
Thanks
today,
for
recently, they decided to
and
copyright claim the video that we did in response to their apology. So imagine being like, yo, we fuck up, we take accountability, we're sorry, okay? We're like, oh, this is how we feel about your apology, copyright claim. So we received all the claims.
Okay, hold on. Before I continue this, who is Fresh and Fit? Are they a YouTube channel? What are
Fresh
they?
and Fit decided to hit us with dozens of copyright claims. We saw this was probably going to...
So they're a YouTube channel.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh.
Can women lead men? What? They're dating gurus? Is that what it is? Doesn't really seem like dating stuff. It seems more about like money making. Tinder is only the key, it's not the castle.
All right, are Tinder mobile reliable sources to get girls? Absolutely, but you can't use it as a reliable source unless you have your profile maxed out. Professional pictures, guys, good bio, maybe even link your Instagram, and move her off the dating app as soon as possible over to text so that you don't lose her in the sea of other thirsty dudes hitting her up, right? Peace.
That was advice. What? Okay. Alright, so they're a YouTube channel for dating and money making. And they've sent 20 copyright notices to this channel. For what?
YouTube videos. The videos are still there, and we'll get to why that is later. They feel like they're in the right in doing so. So I'm going to play a clip from their channel, which again, they might copyright claim, but I'm still going to play it so you guys can get the full context, because I could explain it myself, but
for using clips of their show.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're back. You know what I'm saying? The haters tried to kill us. Over 30 plus YouTube channels made videos like slandering our name, whatever it is. Now they're mad that there's consequences of actions, bro. Y'all are not going to be able to run around and drag our name in the mud with, falsely without some kind of recourse, bro. Like, that's just not the way the world works.
And just because your reality is ours doesn't mean that we're wrong. Like, we live this lifestyle. This is who we are.
Yeah,
bro.
So
I don't know what's going on. What is happening?
Bro, someone are mad that they can't do what we do. That's what it really is, man.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to toot our own horn, but think about it, bro. Monday, we talked to you guys about making money, right? We brought Grant Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki, you know what I'm saying? Critically acclaimed authors, guys that are multimillionaires, billionaires on the show. Teach you how to make money.
You had billionaires on the show? Jesus Christ.
You know what kills me about these guys? They always talk about, yeah, we're making men's lives so much better. Our channel's about doing all this stuff. If you go look at the views on their videos, none of them are on the videos where they're supposedly helping men. None of the men are tuning in for financial advice. The men are not tuning in for fitness advice. They're not tuning in for none of that. You know what they tune in for? Women getting dunked on. Bimbos getting kicked out. So I think this whole like disingenuous thing where you're like, we're helping men get better. I mean, I'm sure there's a small section of men who are appreciative. Your brain is built on dunking on women.
So they got offended that people were making fun of them.
It's okay,
is what I'm
but
getting.
it's a bit of a lie. That's like saying McDonald's is known for their salads. It's like, bruv, yes, we know you offer it, but motherfucker, give me a double cheeseburger and get on it pronto. And you know what kills me about these guys is that they're going to sit there and talk about like, you can't react to our stuff. It's ours. Go on their channel and they react to other people's content all the time without asking them for permission before.
Here we are to kick off the Hood Olympics 2021.
So,
This seems kind of boring. So they're a shit channel that got upset that people called them out. And it looks like YouTube took this
So yeah, I'm sure you saw
Abba and Preach's side. So it already has a resolution. That's great. Fuck them. W in the chat. Yeah. W in the chat. You see, this is when YouTube would actually probably step in and do something when it's a channel, as opposed to an entity like Toei Animations. So that's nice. I'm glad. I'll actually watch this. I want to see how it resolved.
Okay. Well, yeah, the video came out. So if you weren't aware, I know you're on tour. They sent us a bunch of copyright strikes. 20 of them.
20 strikes?
20 strikes, bro.
But they're going down. They're stupid.
YouTube contacted me and the copyright takedown notice. Hello, Abba Preach. We received the copyright infringement notifications below regarding your videos. We believe your
and we laughed at
content
them.
is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not, I repeat,
What?
we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. Do you want to hear more?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So, at this point,
Damn,
it shows
get
you what
fucked.
the fresh and fit lawyer, okay, who I'm going to admit his name.
Imagine being so bad at abusing copyright that not even YouTube, which is notorious for allowing abuse of their copyright system, not even them will allow it to go through because it is so outrageous. The only time I've ever even seen this message is when I got it one time because a pickup artist tried to issue a copyright takedown on one of my videos. And YouTube was like, yeah, this guy tried to do this, we're just letting you know. But we're not doing anything about it, just thought you should at least know. It seemed like more like they wanted me to know that he was even more pathetic than I initially thought. Which seems to be the case here, too. Just letting this guy know, like, hey, these guys are fucking pathetic and we're not doing anything.
Claims we infringed, okay? And if you look at the timestamps don't make no sense. They say that we stole 15
That's big.
minutes of their
Let's go,
content,
YouTube.
40 minutes. Our videos are never longer than 15 minutes. So already there, I don't know who the lawyer is, but he's incompetent. But shout out to him because he's making money off Fresh and Fit the same way we are. So shout out to him. Hey, I feel like, you know what? Their legal team is just scamming them too. You know what? Miami's just full of scammers. I'm not gonna
Miami does suck. Miami's
Walter's
trash.
scamming his fans. The lawyer's scamming Fresh and Fit, Karma, something like that. If you notice, like
Exit
20
Prime,
videos
Innis, and the
that
Prime,
they claim
or
we
the
infringed on
Reset
their
ISO and the
copyright,
Prime
okay?
Hoagie.
So YouTube sees this and they reply, "Hi, lawyer. We are concerned that some of the information in your takedown request may be fraudulent. Please understand that
What?
YouTube receives a large number of fraudulent copyright takedown requests, and we take that abuse of that process very seriously." And then they cite a court case where they fuck somebody up for doing it. Then they say, "We remind you to take this seriously." And
I want to see that. This is okay. So I've never seen this. This is
yeah,
new.
I'm sure you saw.
They start throwing down with the lawyer in this email chain. So was it YouTube LLC versus Brady? How new is this? Where's the date? Man, this guy just got blasted. So he can no longer ever use copyright infringement to any YouTubers ever. Whoever this guy is. I don't really want to read the whole court case, but how long ago is this? Does anyone... And who the fuck is Brady? It was in 2019. Tom Brady. Oh, I didn't even see... I didn't even see that. I just started reading. Thanks to the resub, Joel. God damn. That's pretty crazy. Does anyone know who this guy is? I feel like this should be something more people know about. YouTube actually took a stand against the abuse of their system at one point. Thanks to the resub, Preeny. Well, yeah, but I don't know who the fuck Christopher L. Brady is, man. I'm wondering, is it like a YouTuber or is it something else, like an entity that does this kind of fraudulent copyright takedown notice thing professionally? I'm wondering, like, is it a YouTuber or something? If anyone knows this case. Like, if I look this up, it's just going to bring me this guy, and I'm not trying to just learn about this guy's life. I want to know, like, what he actually plays in here. If he is the YouTuber or something like that. So nobody knows. Okay, let's see. Brady was a copyright troll known for false flagging videos. They made him say this. I, Christopher L. Brady, admit that I sent dozens of notices to YouTube falsely claiming that material uploaded by YouTube users infringed my copyrights. Brady's official apology, which is part of the settlement, reads, I apologize to YouTube users that I directly impacted by my actions to the YouTube community and to YouTube itself. Brady will also pay $25,000 per settlement term. And YouTube plans to donate that money to a non-profit that advocates on behalf of creators. Get fucked. So Brady filed against two Minecraft YouTubers, Abi and Kinzo, and then he used 15 different identities to keep targeting them. Holy shit. Holy shit. This guy got absolutely blasted. How have I never heard of this case? How has no one here ever heard of this case? Is 25k enough to burn a hole in his pocket? Bro, this is just a normal guy. He's an actual just internet troll who got slapped. So yeah, 25k per settlement term. Even if it's only one, even just one term, he is just a normal average Joe guy. That's a lot of money. If I was YouTube, I would be posting this once a month. Like, guys, we actually do care. Look at what we did to this one fucking douchebag. YouTube's so bad at communication, they can't take the W when they deserve it. Yeah, fucking true. How is this not all over Team YouTube's Twitter? I feel like I would have seen this at some point, right? But then it's bragging. So what? It's better than just getting shit on all the time. Like, hey guys, we actually did something good. I swear to God, we do this behind the scenes, but look, this one's public. Oh, so the reason they pursued it so extensively is because he tried to extort the two of them. Oh, shit. Okay, so it was a little bit more than just the false takedowns. Okay. Anyway, I want to go back to this.
Sure you get it done. If we don't receive a detailed explanation from you within 7 days, your YouTube account may be terminated. You may be able to avoid termination if you retract your takedown request. You also have to know that if you abuse the system and YouTube finds out, you can get your channel terminated. Folks, but if you go down this road, I'm letting you know, it's often your end that's going to be hit the hardest. Hey, bro, you know what? We always be shitting on YouTube. I think we got to show YouTube some love today.
Yeah, this was big from him.
Yo, no problem. No, yeah, for real. For that, I got to admit, like, we've been saying, oh, YouTube this, YouTube that, YouTube, okay.
Yeah.
So what, is it so basically what you're saying is that we're in the ring right now. They got 7 days to retract.
Yeah, like Craig David. The lawyer then responds.
This is so wholesome
The
now.
lawyer
This is
then
great.
responds. The lawyer says, each of the videos in question either uses a significant section of our client's content, fresh and fit, pulled directly from their videos on YouTube channel, or if it lifted their entire videos from their YouTube channel. Furthermore, we believe that these videos in question are all being used for commercial purposes without alteration, which necessarily defeats any fair use exceptions to copyright infringement.
Bro, do they know what alteration is?
Hey, the lawyer's getting paid. He's making his money. Do not argue with what the lawyer's saying. The lawyer's just trying to stretch this out.
Wait, is this even a lawyer?
What he
Wait,
just-
what? Is a paralegal even like a fully licensed lawyer? Maybe I don't understand. What is a paralegal? Hold on. A lawyer is someone who has studied law and has the authority and qualification to practice it, whereas a paralegal can work for an attorney but cannot practice law. Paralegals can research cases, file documents, and prepare legal reports for the lawyer they work for. So they didn't even get a lawyer. They got an assistant. They got a grunt. They literally just had an intern do this for them. So they couldn't even be bothered. Oh man, that's embarrassing. I don't know Fresh and Fit, but this is rough for them here. They must have saved a lot of money on this lawyer. If they even paid him at all.
That makes no sense. Without alteration, by definition of us cutting in and interjecting, we've altered it.
He's a prime candleless and the resub direct.
YouTube response. Hello, Fresh. My man's 28 going on 80, and I don't want that to be you guys. And that's why today's sponsor, T.H. Henley's coming in to save the day. I get compliments.
Oh, he's even getting an ad in here? Let's go.
What's your skincare routine? How do you get your skin? And for a lot of fellas talking about skincare, thank you for your message. However, we remain concerned that your copyright notification is not valid for some or all the videos identified in your notification. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube. Sincerely, the YouTube team.
Damn, poor Fresh and Fit. You love to see it though. That paralegal was fired, I bet.
And I hope that YouTube investigates this.
So they're complaining that we're doing the same thing that they've been.
Exactly.
He's a prime. To Tristan.
You know what, my man? I'm gonna tell you this.
Was he?
All of this could have been so easy if they would just go on with the boxing match. It would have been easier. But no, now you try to copyright claim from a motherfucker. No. Easier if I would go down there.
He's used some big mic.
I do what I gotta do, you do what you gotta do, and then that's it. But no.
I actually called the gym for you because I know you were going to go down there that weekend.
That's great. You love to see a fat W there. Good for them. I'd really like to know who that paralegal was, because I've never seen that. That's extraordinarily rare. For YouTube to come into an email chain and just smack that guy down in his own fucking house like that? Yikes. That's old drama now? This is a day ago. What are you talking about? This is fresh. I do love internet drama, the goofy shit. Well, I guess not all of it's goofy. This one's more like just genuinely sad. And the Activision Blizzard shit is absolutely horrifying. Fucking goblins stealing breast milk from their fridges and whatever. But this one's more goofy. Nico and PewDiePie, that's not real drama. He does that for everyone that even mentions him in passing. And that's not actual drama. And if it is, it's not entertaining. It's just sad. I just think it's very sad. I don't know the Danny Duncan. What is the Danny Duncan thing? Responds to abuse allegations from former employee. Well, that doesn't sound goofy. My truth about Danny Duncan's sexual abuse and more. Jesus. It's pretty hefty shit. I just looked up we just went over the H3 Triller shit. You see Keanu laughing at NFTs? Yeah, I saw a lot of people mad about Keanu laughing at NFTs. Naturally. They get mad about screenshots. Of course, they were going to get mad that Keanu was laughing at them. Have you been following Chris Chan since they've been in jail? No. I followed Chris Chan for better part of like a decade on and off, and when that shit hit, that was just too sad. That was way too fucking sad. Thanks for the resub, Killer Ray. The NFT cartoons? We watched it. Red Ape Family, baby. Well, I think this one is still much worse. There's multiple NFT cartoons, but yeah. So we watched it. Super Doge. It's like a cartoon for kids. It's like, hey, NFTs are cool. You guys should get some NFTs. And then Red Ape Family is for teenagers. Like, hey, NFTs are cool. You should get some NFTs. Yeah, they're both real bad. But they're not enjoyably bad. It's just more, I don't know, uncomfortable to even sit through, to be honest. Just knowing that there's a lot of people that are brainwashed into thinking this is going to be the biggest cartoon of all time, like replacing SpongeBob on Nickelodeon. Just so much delusion. Oh, this is a cool thumbnail, I guess. Thanks for the bits, Midnight. I wouldn't recommend. It's not like so bad it's enjoyable. It's just sad. The NFT cartoons are just sad. What about NFT games? Unironically, a couple of the games don't look shitty. I hate NFTs, but there was it was a card game I saw for NFTs. Card game actually looked kind of fun, which is painful to fucking say, but I don't think I'll be playing it. I think there might be a potential for NFT style games, maybe, but probably not right now. That shit is still just a scam. Have you seen Thanksmas? I'm actually a part of it. I was spamming this link earlier. I'll do it again. This is for Jacksepticeye's Thanksmas, building homes this year. So absolutely feel free to donate if that sounds interesting to you. Jacksepticeye is doing the mainstream for it. I was just hopping on to cover some drama and hang out. They're aiming to build 1,000 houses today. NFTs, drama, Twitter. I love that shit. Like, people that say they don't like drama are lying to themselves. There's nothing more entertaining than some goofy fucking stories with people wrapped up in some garbage situations, and it's a really fun spectator sport. I used to be in denial too, like, I'm above drama. It's lowbrow. But it's fucking enjoyable, man. It really is. Seeing people melting down over nothing burgers like NFT cartoons. It's great. There's no reason to be insecure about it. It is a fun category of content. It just is. And I've come to accept it. I love that shit. There's nothing wrong with that either. You don't need to, like, pretend that you're above it. Now, there are bad drama stories, boring ones. But on the whole, goddamn, some of them are just unlike anything else. Watch One Piece on stream till Toei terminates your channel. Oh, there's a good idea, I guess. What's the plan for the rest of the stream? I was just covering drama for this afternoon. And also because Thanks Miss is going on, and I wanted to at least be here for it in the beginning. Is there anything else going on out there? I don't know any of the Danny Duncan shit, so I don't know what those allegations are. I'll probably have to look that up on my own. You see Pew's video on copyright? Yeah, talking about the Mark situation, yeah. What's my favorite drama of this year? Ooh, that's kind of interesting. It all kind of... Fuck, it all kind of feels like on one timeline. I don't know what was this year and what was last year. Yeah, I might have to do like a drama tier list and like go over them again, because I don't remember what all happened this year. EDP was crazy. EDP was a fucking wild one. That was like an entire soap opera's worth of story. It actually might just have to be EDP, to be honest. Yeah, EDP was like in April. Yeah, no, EDP I don't think is on the internet anymore. I know he tried to make a comeback at some point, and he's not like in jail or anything, and I don't think he's at risk of going to jail or anything. Apparently, and it's something I've mentioned before, like those freelance vigilante predator hunters, they make it impossible to actually get a prosecution. So, almost every time the pedophiles walk. But I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing in the world. Like, while I'm not a fan of the vigilante predator hunters for that reason, at the very least, they get someone like EDP away from the platform where he preys on kids. And they did that for the Sony PS5 guy, too. Or PSN guy. So even if they don't go to jail, at the very least, something good came from it. Though I think jail should also come with it, but at the absolute bare minimum, they get them out of their positions. There's the resub Baka. That doesn't sound like a fun one at all, Piss Lord. Ryan Haywood got smacked off Twitch for that too and lost his job. Who's that? It's the Prime UK. Who's Ryan Haywood? Isn't he a basketball player? Oh, it's this guy! Oh, I totally forgot about this fucking guy! Yeah, this is the Rooster Teeth guy. I completely forgot. Didn't he try and come back? You're thinking of Gordon Haywood. Oh. Yeah, no, this guy did some fucked shit. What was it? I actually don't remember. I need to, like... There's been so much this year. I need to, like, recap on this. What did he do again? Exerisub Jolly and Valolas. He cheated on his wife with minors. That'll do it. Holy shit. The bulk of the occurrences between 2016 and 2019, but some stretch back to 2004. Exit Prime Elvis and the resub Antony. Oh, I'm out of water. Just pranked myself. God damn. That's pretty intense. I thought for sure he tried to come back. I thought I remember reading about him streaming again. Didn't he plan a comeback on Twitch? Exit Prime, Hyfton. He did. Okay, so I'm not misremembering. He did try and come back. Is he still trying, or? It says right there. What? I was looking at chat. Where does it say that? Oh. Rooster Teeth's Ryan Haywood returns on Twitch. He got shut down. He got banned. Okay. Thanks for resub, Abyss. I totally forgot about this fucking guy. New Sweet Life Paramount show called Tipton. What the fuck? I don't care. Arcadum still streams somehow? I've seen that. It's fucking weird, yeah. Did I ever watch the Cowboy Bebop anime? Not yet. Did you hear about season 2 of Netflix Cowboy Bebop being canceled? Yeah, it got canceled ASAP. I mean, it wasn't even like critically acclaimed or anything. No one liked it. It wasn't a good show. Even if you were not a fan of what the fuck is it? Cowboy Bebop? You still weren't gonna like the show. It just wasn't a good show. Sierra May's apology video is wild. Is that the lady that danced for her apology? Yeah, I've seen this. Is it this one?
I decided to take a month off of social media due to the negativity surrounding
Prime
my
Dirt.
platform. It was honestly one of the most difficult times in my life for many reasons. But through struggle, I found clarity within myself and with who I want to surround myself with. My purpose in this life is to create. And whether that's silly TikTok dances or showing unedited photos of myself, creating and inspiring.
I don't know what her drama was. I don't
know
remember.
that this is why
But this
God
is
and
the
universe
greatest
have given me
apology
this
video.
platform. I preach self-love, but that takes time and patience.
She
Now,
sexually
more than
assaulted a
ever,
man.
I feel proud of the person that I am. Even if I can only inspire one person,
Well, I forgive her.
I will have done what I was put on this earth to do. We're all learning and growing, and more than anything, I'm beyond thankful for my family, friends, partnerships, and
Resubscribe.
supporters. There's a song by Sam Smith that I think a lot of people my age can relate to. I hope this can inspire you.
I wanna be wild and young, and not
Now this is how you apologize, god damn it. Even if she did sexually assault someone, you can see that she's suffering. Yeah, now if Travis Scott had apologized like this, he'd probably be fine right now. He wouldn't be being sued for $2 billion. Yeah, I saw Mr. Beard's video on it. That's how I found out about it. I didn't remember what she did, but yeah, goddamn, it's such a good apology. Thanks to Prime Caleb and Daniel. It's not even really apology. It's just like, hey, I took a week or a month off so I could learn this dance. Check it out. The song literally said I did nothing wrong. I know. Yeah. Imagine in your apology video for sexual assault, you use a song that says I did nothing wrong while dancing. Fucking crazy. I don't really know the situation at all, but even just to be accused of it and in your video, you're using a song that says you did nothing wrong is just not a good look. The Fedmeister comeback. Oh, yeah, the Fedmaster comeback. What the fuck was his name again? Fedmeister? I already forgot, to be honest. Fedmaster comeback video. He tried to take a page out of Albert's playbook by doing like that massive, like over the top editing. Like I took time off to reflect kind of thing. It just didn't really work as well for Fed as it did for Albert. She got caught on video. Yeah, it looks like that fourth one down, it's got her. So I'm not gonna watch a fucking sexual assault on Twitch. Are you insane? Yep, we already went over all the new Activision Blizzard news about how they stole breast milk from the fridges and whatever. I forgot there's some new people that came in. Yeah, the new Activision Blizzard information just dropped. It came out that they had to start locking their fridges with padlocks because breastfeeding workers kept getting their breast milk stolen by employees at Blizzard or Activision Blizzard. Yeah, those I don't know what to tell you. It's as fucking crazy as it sounds. Thanks to Prime Nicholas. Thanks to the Bits Fresh Squeeze breast milk. Wow, good timing. Yeah, no, some fucking maniacs there, man. Yeah, it just doesn't stop. I think it's going to continue to have crazier and crazier stories. Activision Blizzard truly does seem to be like an actual fucking wasteland. Like anything goes, chaos. Clickbait? That's not how the fuck is that clickbait? It was in the new report. They were talking about like how they would threaten the workers not to unionize, and also that they had to lock their fucking fridges because breast milk kept getting stolen by employees. Not clickbait. I was reading about it this morning. Thanks to Tier 1 Fresh... Thanks for the Tier 1 Fresh Squeeze of Breast Milk and the resub Sky Eyes and Bowser. How down bad do you have to be to get off the breast milk? Alright, let's not get carried away, okay? Let's not say something we'll regret. I want to do a breast milk tier list, but I'd never steal it. I would politely ask. I still think a breast milk tier list is a great goddamn idea. I really do. It's just one of those stupid ideas that I can't get out of my head. I just feel like it's so good. No one's done a tier list on human breast milk before. Thanks, Risa Muffin. Could be a pioneer. What would you rank it by? By the mother. So it'd be like Ruth's breast milk, little aged, C tier. Cynthia's breast milk, not bad, creamy, heavy, A tier, stuff like that. See, just look how excited people are about a bread. Not a single person besides me thinks it's a good idea. My friends have had to tell me like 100 times it's an awful idea. And I think if I did actually get breast milk, I'd be too afraid to drink it. I'd be afraid of getting something. Like, I don't know if breast milk is safe for a human being that's not a baby. Thanks to resub Evan in the bits demo. The Glendon Cameron situation. All right, let me take a piss real quick. Who's Glendon Cameron? Oops. Jesus Christ, what's going on? He's an author. Okay, I gotta take a piss though. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Oh, I'm back. God damn it. Totally not marked, just uploaded? You mean like more recently than this one? Wait, what? Did he just remove those videos? Wait, what? Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what happened? He took down both of them. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on Twitter? Did something happen? Oh. Yeah. What the fuck? What just happened? As of 1 minute ago. What the fuck? This video is so new, it's not even showing up in his uploads yet. He posted a video less than a minute ago. Hold on, why isn't it coming up for me? No, it's on YouTube. It's on his channel. Is it unlisted? It might be unlisted. I know it's on Twitter. I have it up. Oh, here it is.
This is going to be my last video addressing and updating what's been going on with Toei
Thanks
Animation.
to Tier 1 free
And I say that not because I've heard anything from them or YouTube, because I haven't. It's not because I haven't felt an enormous amount of support from so many people, because I have. It's actually for an entirely different reason I never thought would be a factor, and that's me. Whenever I would work on a video in the past, no matter how long it was or how tired I got while working on it, I never felt comfortable settling for anything less than what I thought was the very best I could do. And over the years, I've grown accustomed to pushing myself to work harder, longer, and all that comes with that mindset, regardless of how I felt physically, which is a big reason as to why those videos I lost meant so much to me. But today, I think I've reached my limit. To be clear, I would never consider myself someone that suffered from any form of anxiety. I'm very fortunate in that regard,
sad.
but over the last week, I've not been able to sleep, and due to the anxiety associated with this occasion and the scope of it, I've also had trouble eating. This is an entirely new experience for me, and one that has been fueled by what's been going on both publicly and privately in my personal life. To say that a lot of things went wrong this week would be an understatement, and how this has impacted me and made me feel has been something I never expected. The difference in how I was feeling in the first video and the second video was enormous, and today it's even worse. In those videos, I tried to be as honest and transparent about how I was feeling and the details that were unfolding around me. I chose to make this public because I wanted not to lose 3 years worth of work for what I considered to be unfair reasons. But I don't think that this is something that can change, at least not now. I hope it does in the future, but right now I need this to be over. I no longer stand by a boycott of Toei Animation. And in our first step in moving away from this horrible week, the 2 videos I've made addressing this situation will be unlisted, and a new video will be released tomorrow. It's the first half of my review for The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. The portion of that video that I will upload tomorrow was written, recorded, and edited before this whole thing happened, and unfortunately I wasn't able to finish it. This will also be my last video of 2021. And over the next few weeks leading into 2022, I need to sit back and reassess with my team how we're feeling and what our plans will be for the future of this channel. To those of you that wanted me to keep pushing this cause, I'm sorry that I can't keep going. And to those that found my actions disrespectful, know that this was never my intention. I was just trying to stand up for what I thought I should. Either way, this entire week hasn't been fruitless. Thanks to you and the love that you've shared with both myself and my team over the last week, 10,000 United States dollars will be donated to the Light Ring charity, which supports suicide prevention for the youth of Japan. And honestly, that's what I'm going to be focusing on after all of this. The generosity of all of you to help myself, my team, and the children of Japan this Christmas. So thank you, have a happy holiday, and I'll see you all next year.
I mean, far be it for me to like try and understand what he could possibly be going through with this situation, but I really feel like on the most recent one, the one we watched at the beginning, I think he was on the right track. I really think that was the right play to at least try and address the Japanese audience, to try and get some traction there. I don't think he should just give up on the situation. I really don't. He already got 19 of the videos back. I don't really know. It wouldn't be lawyer shit because he didn't do anything that would be inadvisable from a lawyer, from like a legal perspective. He didn't threaten anything. He just said people might boycott, which they might, and they are. Like that's not anything that's going to get him in trouble. There's really nothing that would have gotten him in any hot water legally or anything. I guess it really is just the stress of the situation. But even still, I would have at least kept the videos up to give it a chance. Because, I mean, I imagine he still wants those videos back. And by at least giving it a chance to ride, there's that possibility they release them. Man, Toei really does fucking suck, though, man. But that's what happens. Like, you build a company, you build a whole career, everything's going well, and then a company like that can abuse a system and have no recourse because they're too big. Like, we just watched that case where the YouTube channel tried to do the same thing Toei did, and it didn't work because they were too small and they hired a paralegal instead of a lawyer. But like with this, you don't have that luxury because now you're going up against a massive corporation. Man, that's fucking sad. That's upsetting. Explain what happened. Well, I guess, yeah, now if the videos aren't going back up. This channel focuses on the discussion, the breakdown, and the analysis of anime, and he's covered a lot of Toei products such as Dragon Ball and One Piece. A couple days ago, they took down 150 of his videos in a single day. Like, within, like, 45 minutes, it seemed. Like, they just took down 150 of his videos, which is over half of his channel gone overnight. So he made a video talking about the situation and how he wanted to get them back. So he was just making, like, a public letter. Like, this is what's going on. I want them back. Everything I did is within fair use. I didn't step on any toes. I didn't use too much from the source material. It's all fair use, which it was. It's not like he was just re-uploading shit. He wasn't using excessive clips or anything that would make it a problem. Toei didn't budge. He posted a video today. I mean, it was within 24 hours where he was just giving an update. He got 19 videos back, but he still hadn't heard anything from Toei, so he made another video talking about the situation, as well as making an open letter to Toei directly in Japanese, hoping to get, like, a Japanese audience to start talking about it, because that's what they care about most, is the Japanese audience. And now he's taking it down and just saying he's washing his hands of the whole situation. Thanks to the resub, Stingray and Captain. I mean, his whole career isn't dedicated to Toei Animations properties, it's anime in general, but Toei Animations owns literally the biggest one in anime, which is One Piece. So you can't cover, like, One Piece, the animation anymore. Or Dragon Ball. Thanks for resub, Parskit and Julius. Oh, he's the Lost Kings guy demo. Yeah, I have that pulled up on my other computer. I was going to look into that. I've heard some weird shit about it. No, so I can promise you what didn't happen is he didn't get threatened. Toei Animations didn't threaten him. YouTube didn't advise him to take it down. I can assure you that wasn't the case. This seems to be one of those situations where it really was just super stressful and he wants it to be over. How do you know? Because he even says Toei Animation and YouTube didn't talk to him. And that would be very uncharacteristic for them to talk to him anyway. They usually just don't do that. And he also never said anything that would get him in legal problems, so I don't think a lawyer advised him not to. Because he never said anything risky. He only said people might boycott or it compromises the potential popularity with fans to see this. Which isn't a threat, he's just making a statement. Yeah. Just a really fucking sad situation, man. I do hope he changes his mind about taking those videos down. I still think they're important. Even if he doesn't want to stand by the, like, fuck Toei Animations thing, it's still really important to have those videos up, I think. Because it outlines a legitimate problem. And I think it could be helpful to anyone else in the anime community to hear it from him. Is he the reason for the stock price? Yeah, we looked at that earlier. Hopefully. Can you explain why it's sad? His whole career, he built an entire company around this channel and the content that it makes. I mean, I guess not just this channel. I'm pretty sure he also has other avenues as well. But it was all based around, like, this company he built following these properties. So to have all of that taken overnight is a genuine problem for obvious reasons. Thanks for the resub, Cherry Pie. You would figure companies would want people to discuss their content and bring attention to it, but I guess not. Well, that's where Japan's kind of backwards. They feel like it's like a threat. And even still, like, there is a limit to it. You can't just, for the sake of criticism, play an entire movie, right? Like, there is a limit, but he never crossed that line. He literally was just taking clips to support his statements about storytelling and all of that. Japan is just really backwards on its perspective of the internet. Well, not all of Japan, but a lot of these older companies like Toei Animations and Nintendo and shit. Fucking shame, man. It's the DMCA in general. Your heart's in the right place, but you're a little confused. DMCA's music. DMCA is kind of like Japan in how it views the internet. So, if you play 10 seconds of a song, it's more about greed. They just want the money from it. Whereas in Japan, they want full, complete control. They're more about, like, the control. Like, they do that for their talent, Johnny and Associates, shit like that. Thanks to the Prime Luna Bro and the resub Anime Surgeon. I'm sorry it took so long, Demo. I don't know what went wrong with all that. Like I said, we switched everything for the next one, so it should go smooth. Can't YouTube do something? No, this is a full-blown legal problem now. So because Toei went and did the takedowns, it's out of YouTube's hands unless they want to pursue it legally on behalf of Totally Not Mark, which they'll never do. It becomes a legality issue. And they'll never step in and take that chance. You ever see a future where YouTube protects its creators? Yes and no. Like, to a certain extent, today's been a pretty crazy day. We actually just learned about this case.
This is going to be my last.
Which was... This was a case where YouTube stepped in from a copyright troll and actually took him to court and slapped his fucking dick off. He was charged $25,000 per term for all of the shit that he put the two Minecraft YouTubers through. So this guy was a copyright troll. He was filing fraudulent takedowns and strikes on those two YouTubers' channels. And YouTube stepped in and they took him to court. And they fucked him up. So, like, it seems like they do want to, but they don't even, like, publicize this. I didn't even know about this. But it's like they don't choose the big battles. This one seems like kind of a smaller fish. I think the idea was they wanted to make an example out of this guy, and then Team YouTube's Twitter forgot that it happened, so they never publicized it, because I never heard about it. But this should have been a much bigger deal. Because this Bradley guy got absolutely blasted raw. Thanks to resub Guipo and Ryan and Cookie. And this is absolutely an easier target than something like Toei, because this is just an individual. This is a normal guy. Like, this was just a douchebag. And YouTube annihilated him. They can't really do that easily with Toei. This was a slam dunk and easy win for them here. But for Toei, if they were going to step in and say, look, we're tired of anime companies completely disregarding fair use and abusing our systems, we're taking you to court, that'd be much more expensive and take a lot longer. But I do think there is a future where YouTube might do this for more people when it is at least something as outrageous as this guy. But I don't know if there'll ever be a point where they take a company like Toei Animations to court on behalf of their creators. Thanks for the resub, Ark. Well, thanks for the long time of watching, Ark. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, true. There was zero risk going after Brady. Is that a fact, Akira? I don't think there's ever been a time where Bobby Kotick was ever potentially even almost cool. The guy's a menace. Man, I feel so fucking bad for Mark. I'm super upset about this. I wish he didn't private the other videos. I still, like I said, I still think they're important to keep up, even if he doesn't want the situation to linger. Thanks the Prime David. And the resub Sad Man. And the Prime Scott. Involved in Thanksmas? I am. And here's the link to it. Building 1,000 homes today, hopefully. Thanks to resub PB and Zay. Watch his One Piece review. What the fuck do you mean, man? I can't. It got taken down. How do you feel about Japan's claw machines? You talking about the ones where you can play from home? I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a cool idea. It's cute. Pay Joseph Perez to say fuck Toei. Yeah. If anyone can stop Toei Animations, it's Joseph Perez. The guy's great. He did not, Hotashi. Unfortunate. Japan doesn't have the same laws on fair use like the US does. Yeah, that's something he mentioned in the video before this one. He was totally willing to just have the videos blocked in Japan forever, which I think is a very fair compromise. He can't turn that on manually on his channel, but Toei could absolutely just say, you can have the videos back everywhere but Japan. Because in the US, his videos are completely within fair use. Absolutely protected. In Japan, if it's in a gray area, they could just say it's blocked here. It would have been super simple, and everyone wins. But they're not that kind of company. Thanks to Prime Dece. Incredible. When his videos get taken down, does he stop getting money from them, or is all the money ever made from them taken away? Okay, if all the money ever made from them was taken away, that would be fucking crazy. No, he just... Not only does he stop getting any money from them, no one can ever see them again. So it loses out on potentially getting more audience. Do I have any tips for streaming and getting more followers? Not really, man. It's going to boil down to getting lucky. That's going to be a large portion of it. Consistency and luck. Those are the only two things. Thanks to resub emo. It's not about luck at all. Alright, become one of the biggest streamers for me, Bufo. I guess if you have a lot of money, you could do a bunch of giveaways and attract an audience that way. So, here, I'll change it. Consistency, luck, and rich. It doesn't matter even if you don't have a personality. You don't really need it. No matter who you are, there's going to be people that like you. No matter what. There is no one that's universally despised except for like maybe Bobby Kotick. But even he still has people that suck his dick on Twitter. So you don't even need to be likable. If you are consistent and you get lucky, you will find an audience. But that's going to be the main thing. Or if you're rich, you can buy an audience. You don't have to be unique. Of course you don't have to be unique. Let's do some temp. You may lose the audience after a while, though. Well, that goes with everything. Predators are universally despised. Not even that, man. Have you seen that community on Twitter that's constantly talking about, like, if you call out a pedophile... I made a tweet once, just for fun. I made a tweet saying pedophiles are bad. You know how many people replied saying this is the wrong take? They're not all bad. Like, there are people that even defend, like, predators and shit. It's not that uncommon. No matter what, there are people that will defend anything. And anyone. Thanks for the big tier 2, Busy. Appreciate it, man. And thanks for the tier 1, Archie. And resub Shiro. Even terrorists? Especially terrorists. You remember the Boston Marathon bomber? He got put on the fucking cover of Rolling Stones. He had so many groupies. True crimes. They love serial killers and shit. There's a resub Zoom and the Prime Jory. Just curious why you're using Opera. I prefer it. I've been using it for a while. It took a long time to download on this computer because I just kept forgetting. I only ever come on this computer to stream, so I just hop on and be like, oh fuck, forgot to download it. But I've been using it for a while. I just like it more than Chrome. Thanks for the resub Unfreaky. I think most of them are trolling. There's probably definitely some of that mixed in there. But like with Flat Earth, even if it starts as a troll, there's people that genuinely believe it. You know, there's people that are still waiting outside for JFK to return. Because it started as a 4chan joke that JFK is coming back and he's going to be running for president with Trump or something. And people, like hundreds of people lined up to watch JFK stroll through town in the place where he was executed and announce his presidency with Donald Trump. There are still people out there waiting for that. Hold on, let me show you. I actually just saw it the other day. Yeah, it's here. Oh, I guess last week. What? Yeah, there's just people waiting around out here. I saw a video as well. They were asking, hey, what are you guys doing? They're like, we're waiting for JFK. He's coming back any day now. Thanks to tier 1 Taulus and the Prime Brain. It's not even crazy, bro. You didn't do the research. I mean, I watched JFK's brains get blown out. I guess that could have been 1960s
You've come,
CGI, though.
Friends, the door
I guess you never
of
know.
fate shall open. I've been waiting for you, friends.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the raid, Milky Ways. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Do you think the world would be a better place if Twitter was gone? Probably. Twitter fucking sucks, man. But I go on there at least a couple times a day because I like to read the wackiness. I really appreciate the raid. And welcome. We've been going through all kinds of crazy drama. Twitter's turning into 4chan. I still think this JFK thing is one of the best ones 4chan's done in a while. So many people genuinely thought they were going to see JFK rolling through town announcing his presidency. It's fucking awesome. Thanks for gift sub Zanfury. They waited for like 12 hours. And they are still waiting a month later. Oh, right, it's JFK Jr. who died in a plane crash. Right. That's who it was. You're right. He died in a plane crash. He's the Prime Sky and the resub killing it. What on earth are you talking about? Last month, 4chan did a meme where they said John F. Kennedy Jr. was coming back. He never died, and he was going to stroll through town with Donald Trump and announce their presidency for 2024. So then hundreds of QAnon people lined up with signs like "Welcome back, JFK," or JFK Trump 2024, and they were just waiting for 12 hours, and they are still waiting. I don't even what brought this up. Why did we start talking about this? I already don't remember, but god damn it, it's such a goofy topic. Were we talking about the? Oh, I think we were talking about like 4chan meme or some shit. I don't remember now. God damn. I think we said harp and darken. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, we were talking about like how people will just like get behind anything. That's what it was. Right. That's what it fucking was. Thanks, Resub Hunter Nuts. Exit Prime. Okay, Gaku, have you checked out Thanksmas? Yep. I'm actually part of Thanksmas. Here's the link for it. So we've been doing drama and Thanksmas. What's your opinion on Star Wars Eclipse? So I'm excited just because I think David Cage makes really goofy games. Like Detroit Become Human was fun and goofy. But I don't know how many of you know this. David Cage is a fucking weirdo. This guy was going to court over something, and he said this shit in court. Obviously, I can't say these out loud, but he's a fucking maniac. Exit Prime Shrek. Yeah. So he was going to court over, like, claims of his workplace culture being bad, and he went in court crying, saying these things. Yeah, it was fucking rough, man. So while I like his games, I don't like that guy. He's a maniac. His games are just B-tier movies, and that's why I like them. Like, I would never argue Detroit Become Human is like this incredibly well-written game that's, you know, super fun to play and great. But what you get is the cheesiest B-movie shit where your choices actually feel like they have an impact in the dumbest ways imaginable. And that's why I like his shit. He's unapologetically silly. But man, that guy's fucking nuts. What do you think of Hollow Knight? Loved it. Actually loved it. Had a great time. He was super creepy to Elliot Page and his team put... Oh, that's right! Yeah. He put nipples and everything in the in-game model. I remember that controversy. That's fucking right, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, they had a fully modeled vagina and everything. Would you recommend playing Halo Reach before Infinite for the story? Well, there's no real tie-in with Reach, but Reach is a good game, so I'd still recommend it. Oh, this is gonna cause huge drama? What? What did I miss? What's the scoop? Oh, just a donkey quote. Oh, I thought you had something for me. Did you hear about Kentucky? That's awfully vague. What about it? Was it confirmed to not exist or something? Like, what do you mean? "70 people died in a tornado. 100 people died in a tornado. 200 people died in a... Jesus, this number is climbing by the second. So a lot of people died in a tornado. It sounds terrible. That's not really drama. That's horrifying. Thanks to the resub chomps and turbocharged. No, I of course have not heard about that. I focus mainly on silly, stupid internet drama. Not like actual tragedy. That's terrible. How big was that tornado? That's like day after tomorrow shit. And Amazon made them work while there was a tornado. That's like the most Amazon shit I've ever heard. It was the largest tornado since 1925, and it went through 6 states. Holy shit. Amazon warehouse stayed open, didn't recall drivers, and refused to let employees shelter. What the fuck? Oh my. That's a lot worse than pissing in bottles, and even pissing in bottles is bad. The building collapsed on them. Oh my god. "18 tornadoes ripped across the South Midwest." Is that a normal number, or is that like crazy high? That seems super high. Okay, so that is like super high. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not fun, goofy drama at all. That's just super sad, especially the Amazon shit. Amazon literally became the big bad guy of a novel? Oh, young adult novel. I see what you're saying. That was a certified Jeff Bezos moment. Jeff Bezos didn't lose a second of sleep over it, I'm sure. He was too busy in space. Can't the family sue? Bro, I'm not a lawyer. I have no fucking clue. I would think that probably violates something during an actual natural disaster, being told that you have to stay here, you can't shelter, and we're not letting you not drive your route. I feel like that probably violates something, but I'm not an expert. I guess we'll see. I don't think it's going to do anything. It's not going to change Amazon. Ugh. Fuck, that's awful. Laws don't apply to Amazon. Yeah. When you get to that level, you're above it. Jesus. Can we watch Shane Dawson? Man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is Shane Dawson back? There, we can go back to goofy drama. That's rather heavy stuff. Oh, I guess so. He seems to be doing fine. Thanks for some Venus in Wobberly. I'm gonna stream the Hollow Knight DLC. We finished the Grim one. Nightmare King Grim. That was actually pretty easy. It took me 12 tries. Hard boss, but I'm a fucking maniac. Popped off. Thanks for resub, Jeff. Thanks, Sim. Yep, we already went through the fresh and fit drama thing. That was a pretty goofy one. I enjoyed that. Thanks, resub, Isaac. I was not in the Elden Ring network test. I wish I was. What happened with him again? Bro, I actually don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. He did some weird shit. I remember like he fucked his cat or something. Like ate his cat out or some shit. I don't know. He did a lot of weird shit. Thanks for resub, Hansa. Oh, right. He nutted on his cat. That's what it was. And then he had like a bunch of like racist shit from his past. I remember that. Didn't he do something to Will Smith's daughter? He used to make all these weird pedophile jokes about himself. So I remember the thing with Will Smith's daughter is he was talking about her song Whip My Hair Back and Forth and then was talking about fucking her or something. Or like he started licking her poster. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Regan. Appreciate the generosity. He pretended to jerk off to her. Is that what it was? It's been too long, man. There's been so many stories recently. It all just starts to muddy the waters. I couldn't even remember right away what he did. He's the Prime Regan. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for resub, Umikoda. The Travis Scott seltzer got discontinued. Finally. Now he's starting to really pay the price. Goodbye, your... What was it again? What did he just lose? I already fucking forgot. His seltzer. That's what it was. Oh. Take that. That'll teach you. Goodbye, seltzer deal. There's a tier 1 Vapor, and the Prime Bob, and the resub Imb. His seltzer was ass anyway. Alright, real quick. Do we have like seltzer drinkers here or something? Like, man, I can't even remember the last time I had a fucking seltzer. It must have been like 9 years old. There's a tier 1 Dolphin. I love seltzer. I haven't drank water in 8 years. God damn! We got some fucking seltzer enthusiasts in here. Jesus Christ. What is a seltzer? It's like water that's going through like a goth phase. Yeah, I was never a fan of seltzer at all. Like, genuinely ever. Thanks, Risa Hisoku. Maybe now that I'm older, I would be, though. Unironically, it has probably been close to 15 years since the last time I even tried a seltzer. Oh, his is an alcoholic seltzer. So, like, what, like a White Claw? He had his own White Claw? Less than a year after it hit the shelves. Okay, nice. Maybe some spicy. This drama is 2 years old, but I found out about it. There's a kid's YouTuber named Blip. I actually just learned about this like 3-4 days ago. Yeah, Blippy used to make gross out humor, including one where he projectile shitted on his friend with his dick out while doing the Harlem Shake. Yeah, man, I know. I just learned about it. Yeah. There is a YouTuber who back during the Harlem Shake era made gross out content. And he and his friend were doing a Harlem Shake. And the big like Harlem Shake moment was he literally shitted a bullet, like a fucking cannonball, into the asshole of his friend. It was crazy. I just learned about that a couple days ago. That's pretty crazy. You also just learned about it. Now he's a kids channel YouTuber. And he says he very much regrets that video. For obvious reasons, I imagine. Pixar didn't happen. The video is still up. It was a viral video. Thanks for resub, Vicious. Now he's big time rich. He is absurdly wealthy now. He's one of the biggest kids channels. What a turnaround from shitting in asses to... I don't even know what he does. He makes, like, slime. How do you shit into someone's ass? He was like... There was a science to it. He was, like, on a table, and he got... I'm gonna hurt myself if I even try. But he was, like, in a table, and he got in, like, squatty potty position, and his friend was, like, bent over under him, and he just blasted it. It was like a rail gun. Or, yeah, toilet, whatever. That's what it was. I need to rewatch it, actually. I only watched it once a few days ago, and I already got something wrong about it. It's fucking gross. It was a modern... Well, not even modern, because now it's like 9 years old. It was a more recent 2 Girls, 1 Cup. They call it the Manhattan Transfer. Is that actually what it's fucking called on, like, Urban Dictionary or something? Thanks for resub, Parch. It was 15 years ago? Alright, you're crazy. Harlem Shake was 2013. It wasn't 15 years ago, god damn it, it was 8. Yes, it's still old, but it wasn't fucking 15 years ago. Thanks for resub, Zashi. Feel so old, 8 years. What's fucking crazy is the Harlem Shake is 8 years old. I was in college. I was in my 2nd year of college. That was 8 years ago. Time is flying. Thanks to the resub, Saucer. Thanks to the resub, Dread. How does it feel when a sleeping amaranth has almost as much viewers as you for 24 hours plus ads and makes as much money as you, a functioning streamer? I like the way that's phrased. You make it sound like a Pokemon. Sleeping amaranth. I mean, it doesn't bother me, man. I think she's very smart. I think Amaranth is probably one of the smartest streamers on the platform. She is literally live 24/7, like, forever. She made $260,000 from posting her titties on OnlyFans one time. Ruthless businesswoman. I have nothing but respect for that grind. Literally pioneered a new category on Twitch with hot tubs. She's a genius. She's extremely smart. Thanks for the resub, Purple Cliff. Appreciate it. And thanks for the resub, Grapey and the Prime Everran. Posting tits are smart now. Not just that. The way she does her Twitch streams are really smart. She invented the meta, basically. Yep, we just watched the new Totally Not Mark thing. I have always said, and will always say, it is extremely smart if you are an artist to do furry porn commissions, because they pay out the wazoo for that shit. And I've always said if you're a good-looking woman, it's smart to have an OnlyFans. Even if you don't want to do nude shit, fully clothed OnlyFans make bank too. They absolutely rake in fat stacks just posting Instagram photos. It's just the mystique of OnlyFans gets people to pay for Instagram photos. So you don't even have to be naked or anything if you don't want to do sex work. Just making an OnlyFans as a woman, I think, is highly advisable. And you can just post the same pictures that you post on Instagram on there. They love it. Those are always like my top 2 advice to people who want to like make quick bucks. No one is paying for Instagram pics. That is absolutely incorrect. I was watching something on a nurse who was very good looking. She made an OnlyFans and makes $250,000 to $350,000 a month just posting pictures of her in normal clothes. That's it. $250,000 to $350,000, just her posting pics fully clothed. People pay for it. Now, granted, she doesn't post those on Instagram. She's not double dipping. But I'm saying taking Instagram kind of photos and posting them OnlyFans also works. Also, Amaranth did clothed stuff up until that titty picture. And she was making hundreds of thousands a month. And the titty picture alone was like $266K or some shit. So yeah, people are paying for fully clothed OnlyFans pics all the time. But what about our morals? Man, fuck that. What are you talking about? Thanks for resub, Nico. And Tanya. Fuck that. You're telling me you wouldn't just put on makeup and a dress like twice a week for $250K on OnlyFans? Are you serious? That has nothing to... You are morally corrupt if you don't do that, in my opinion. I genuinely think it is a great thing that most people should do if they can, while it's still there. Again, you don't even have to be like naked or do sex work. You could just post clothed photos, like just looking good. Why don't you do it? Bro, I would not succeed there. What the fuck are you talking about? I am actually... This is kind of dangerous to look up on stream, so I'll do it on this computer. I am curious. What is the percentage of OnlyFans producers or content creators that are male? Like, how many females pay for OnlyFans, I wonder? Let's see if they have any data on it. I imagine it's a small percentage. It is most likely highly dominated by male. Thanks for resub, Genku. I don't think they'd even publish this if they had the data, but I'm still going to try and find it. Let's see. So far I haven't found anything. What I did find is that, like, there are OnlyFans producers that are male that create OnlyFans content, but it seems like, according to these articles, the main consumer of, like, the content from men on OnlyFans is other men. So I can't really find any data on what percentage of OnlyFans, like, demographic that pays for the content is women. I'm not finding anything on it. Is the resub, Scott? Yeah, and I don't think I would find anything on it either. Still is at least worth looking at. Is the prime not polar? Time to make some... Yeah, I'm not going to make an OnlyFans. Not like a serious one. Thanks to resub Himiko and Buzz Killionaire. But like I said, I do highly recommend it to anyone that just needs like a quick buck or something. You don't have to do sex work. You can just post fully clothed pictures and just reap the rewards. Super simple. Do you still have that secret OnlyFans page for your feet? Nope. That experiment didn't work at all. I really thought it'd be easier. But I guess I went too niche. Thanks to resub chocolate. It's about 10% women from what I've read, 87% male. I'll just take your word for it. Actually sounds a little high to me, but if you researched it, I'll just take your word on it. You still have to market yourself? Yeah. I mean, you can't just make it and expect it to take off without any level of marketing. So one thing that I've learned from Caleb, who still keeps in touch with like his fitness industry friends, all of them are making OnlyFans. And the way they promote it is they just send out a message to everyone on Snapchat like, hey guys, come subscribe to my OnlyFans. So you can go through like your personal connections. Twitter's obviously a big one. Just reply to everything with your OnlyFans. Why the fuck do I even work a 9 to 5? I don't know. Make it so. I'll mention this story again. That nurse, she was working a 9 to 5, and just on the side, she would post pictures in her like scrubs on OnlyFans. Was making $250K, $350K a month, and then her job fired her. So now she just lives off that and makes even more. So like $250K, $350K, and stuff like that, and sometimes more. I mean, that was absolutely worth 100%. That was a teacher, not a nurse. Nope. I just watched it last night. This is a dangerous Google. Give me 1 second. Yep, here she is. This is old. It's up to 250K. But yeah, she got fired for it. Or, nope, it says left her job. No, was forced to quit after employees discovered it. That's what it was. So she was forced out. I guess not, like, fired per se. These are prime voltage in the resub full metal. I don't know, Tori. That's a good question. Yep. The employees discovered it how? Bro, she was probably promoting it. Like, why wouldn't you? It's like, hey guys, yeah, I made an OnlyFans if you guys want to just like sub to it, I guess. See you at work tomorrow. Yeah, Arcane slaps. Yeah, exactly. I think this is super outdated. That hospital was fucking lucky to have her. Like, she probably would have brought more people to that hospital than they normally would get. Like, if they recognized her, like, I want to go to the hospital with that OnlyFans nurse. They have the best care in the world there. Like, they're fucking super stupid to try and force her out. And it's not like people knew where she worked either. It's not like the general internet knew. It's just really outdated. And like I said, she doesn't even like do nude shit or anything. It's just fully clothed stuff, and she makes $250 to $350K a month. I haven't subscribed to her, just a heads up. I was just watching the documentary on it. Thanks for the gift sub, not square approved. You think there's hope for you liking JoJo's Part 5? I said this last time, I am liking JoJo's Part 5. I'm on episode, like, 11. It's much better than 4. Hospitals don't want more people, dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I guess maybe not right now. But in general? Oh my god. Yes, they fucking do. That nurse is a porn star? Nope, you're getting her mixed up with Allie Ray the porn star. I thought the same thing, because I remembered her like vintage RedTube stuff. Different person. Yeah, you got her mixed up, but there is an Allie Ray porn star. It's spelled A-L-I for her. A-L-I, Ray is the porn star. Yeah, I thought the same thing, fellow Coomer. There's a resub heat check. It's been 2 weeks since I ordered a white shirt. When would it arrive to the UK? Most of them have already made it to people. I imagine maybe something with international is taking a bit longer for you. You can reach out to the support though, man. It's full time. Shouldn't be long though. They all shipped out by the 3rd. It's a tier 1 Shelt. Mine came last week. I'm in the UK. Yeah, you might want to just check with support then to see where yours is. Also, don't forget it's Thanksmas, so here's the link for that. What's the extension for making your browser red? Oh, this is just a different browser. This is Opera GX. So it's not an extension, I can just customize it. There's your resub Shadow Reaper. Any update when the Gentleman Vinyl ship? They actually just started. So they should be coming out pretty soon, I would hope. I will never do pre-order things again because something always goes wrong with those fucking companies that say that that's the way to do it. So, like I said, I'm never doing pre-order stuff again. It's always just going to be on inventory so it ships when you order. When did you first start doing music? 2019 with 2019 Guy. Any other drama we haven't covered today? Because I feel like we got a lot. We covered a lot of fucking topics. Ain't nobody care about drama? Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? We covered some of the goofiest shit today. It was great. Oh. Travis Scott interview? Did an interview recently? Oh. getting hungry. A conversation with Travis Scott and Charlemagne the God. This is 51 minutes.
Travis Scott, what's up, brother?
What it do?
How you feeling?
You know.
$2 billion lawsuit.
I've been on about like different type of like emotions, you know, emotional roller coaster. I mean, it gets so hard because, you know, I always felt like connected with my fans.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I went through something, you know, and I feel like fans went through something and people's parents went through something. And it's, you know, it really, you know, it hurts. It hurts a community, it hurts a city. And it's just been a lot of thoughts, you know, a lot of feelings, a lot of grieving. And just, you know, trying to wrap my head around it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I really just wanted to be there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You can just kind of like hold everyone, you know, kind of just heal them, talk to them, have conversations.
What?
You know, it just, you know, it really just hurts, man.
What's your intention with this conversation?
The fuck are you talking
What do you
about?
hope to get out of this, or what do you hope to get out?
I don't personally have an intention. I just feel like something happened, and I feel like it's just, I needed just a way to kind of like communicate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One, you know, the family's grieving,
man,
you know, fans that experienced something, his fans that
Jesus.
came to a show, you know, and I feel like I just have like I've always been that person to always see things through with the people that shared experiences with me. And, you know, it just...
That is like the millionth you know already.
Kinda, you know, it's been such a time, and I've just been trying to just really figure things out, you know.
I know you. I'm sure you experienced.
Is it tier 1
remorse,
turkey?
But was there any hesitation to have this conversation because of the litigation you may be facing?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you got people that's just
Thanks for
like,
subject.
oh, what, like, you know, but it's not about that. You know, it's, you know, you're an artist, whoever people think you are, but at the end of the day, you're a human being, you know, and you have emotions. You want to communicate them emotions, you know, and trying to find the best way to communicate, you know, how you just feeling, you know.
What are you fucking talking about?
With the
What?
aftermath of everything.
Okay, it's been 2 minutes 44 seconds. I don't even know what he's saying. All he's saying is, you know. What am I missing? I don't... He's not even saying anything. Jesus Christ. So I don't want to watch 51 minutes of this. Does he talk about anything, or is it just actual nothingness? Because I would like to at least hear his perspective on what's going on, but this is miserable. Oh, is it quiet? It's super loud for me. I can turn it up, I guess. The fuck are you expecting? I don't know. Just maybe like why do this interview if you're not going to say anything at all? Like, I mean, I guess maybe to appear remorseful or something, but that's kind of worthless if you're not going to say anything. You haven't watched the video, dumb fuck? I have watched 2 minutes and 44 seconds, and all he has said is, you know. That's literally it.
Just
That's
emotion.
genuinely it.
As a human.
I've been just in a room for a while, you know, a lot of thoughts, and luckily, you know, you have people around that you kind of bounce ideas, but it's just been, you know, I've been doing this for such a long time, and, you know, nothing like this ever happened, you know, so it just kind of like, you just kind of figuring out, and at the end of the day, like, these fans with family.
That's also not true. This has already happened multiple times. So, like, he's not even saying anything accurate either.
So you just feel like you lost something, and you just, like, you do these shows, honestly, to, you know, for people to have the best experience, you know, and just to think that something like this happened, you just trying to figure out, you know, just wrap everything around. And so even just for the first couple couple weeks, you know, just me sit down, but I had to really channel these emotions to just remember, like, you know, if no one's gonna be a voice for these people, I gotta like kind of step up and kind of like be a voice to just figure out that, you know, this isn't happening in the future to shows, period. You know what I'm saying? Or figure out the bottom solution of what's going on and just try to ensure people, you know, safety and what they're doing. You know.
Yeah, you said you was in the room, but the people saw you at the golf course.
Yeah,
with Michael Jordan, Mark Wahlberg. What was that?
It was just Thanksgiving. You know, they were there. You know, just good people to have around in the community. And you know, that was just more like a personal time, just trying to get around. I think like some fan came and asked for a photo. But yeah.
Let's talk about that night, man. When did?
What does that matter? What did that have to do with anything? So you saw Mark Wahlberg, yeah, and some fan asked for a photo. Fuck was that question?
When did you find out things got as bad as they did? Now, that's the question everybody wants to know.
Yeah, it wasn't really until like minutes until like the press conference until I figured out exactly what happened. You know, even after the show, you know, you just kind of hearing things, but you don't know. I didn't know the exact details until, you know, minutes before the press conference. And even at that moment, you kind of just like, wait, you know what? Like, you know, you just went through something and it's just like, wait, what? You know.
So you didn't know people that actually passed away?
Nah.
Wow.
Until minutes before, you know, which is, yeah, you know, and the thing is like, you know, people pass out, you know, people, you know, things happen at concerts, but something like that, it's just like.
Yeah, people said they collectively heard folks screaming help every time you stopped the song to get your attention. Did you hear any of those screams?
Nah, man. And you know, it's so crazy because I'm that artist too. Like, you know, anytime you can hear something like that, you want to stop the show. You want to make sure, you know, fans get the proper attention they need, you know. And anytime I could see anything like that, I did, you know. You know, I stopped it like a couple times to just make sure everybody was okay. And I just really just go off the, you know, the fans' energy as a collective, you know, call and response. And I just didn't hear that. You know, I got music, I got my in-ears, but I just didn't hear that, you know.
Break that down a little more. Like nobody knows what it's like being on stage except for other artists. So speak to us from that perspective of what you can see and hear. Like what, 50,000 people?
Yeah, I mean, you got like a venue, you know, filled with like 50,000 people. But it's like I see, you got lights, you got sound, you got pyro, you got your in-ears, you got your sound, you got your mic, you know, got the music, you got bands, all type of, you know, stuff going on.
So it's hard to tell excitement from danger, so to speak?
Of course. Everything kind of just sounds the same. And at the end of the day, you just hear music, you know, and when you do, you just hear amongst the things, you know. But you just, when you're in the show, you just enter the show, and anytime you can feel anything close to you, you know, you try to like definitely get to that.
So as an artist, how much can you actually, I guess, help in that position?
You can only help what you can see, you know what I mean? And then, you know, whatever you told, you know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody tell you to stop, you just stop. But this wasn't it.
It wasn't that night, huh? You know, raging has been a part of the culture, you know, of your shows. You know, you didn't on this night, but in the past, you've encouraged, I guess, the kind of energy that could have led to something like this happening. Do you think that contributed to the energy of this night?
Yeah, no, I think, you know, it's something I've been working on, you know, for a while, of just creating these experiences and trying to show like experiences happening in a safe environment. You know, us as artists, we trust, you know, professionals to make sure that, you know, things happen and people leave, you know, safely. You know what I'm saying? And this night was just like a regular show. You know, it felt like to me. As far as like, you know, energy, people, it didn't feel like it was like, you know, people didn't show up.
Jesus Christ.
People just, I think, showed up to have a good time, and it's, you know, something unfortunate happened. And I think we really just got to figure out, you know, what that was, you know.
Does raging make it harder to identify when something is going wrong in the crowd?
Well, I think, you know, raging is just a, you know, they have a textbook, you know, definition, but, you know, in concerts,
his eyes were closed. He couldn't see the ambulances.
Harm. It's not about that. It's about just letting go and having fun. You know, help others. You know, love each other. It's not about just, you know, harm. That's not what it's all about. The show isn't just rambunctious for an hour. You know, that's not what it is. You know?
Oh, trust me, I grew up on crunk. So, you know, I understand. You know, you don't want it to get too out of hand.
Yeah, but you know, the energy is high. You know, and you know, that's why you want to just make sure that, you know, people are surrounded, to make sure that people are just having the best experience. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't say the energy is high, but you know, you want to make sure that people are there for people to have like the best experience and leave.
Yeah, you want people to have a good time. You want people to get hurt
at all.
Yeah. And then, you know, God forbid, pass away. And you know, it's typical for you to stop a show to make sure fans in the crowd get the help, you know, they need. There's even footage that night of you doing that during the set. Were you unable to sense like a difference in urgency this time around?
I mean, yeah, because you know, you stop the show, but you know, if something's gonna happen, if it's something detrimental, somebody's gonna let you know, or you know, the show just stopped. And you know, that just wasn't the case. You know, I just kind of stopped the show. You know, you just ask, you have a call response to the fans. You try to, you know, generally get a response, but you know, if you don't get like a hard stop, you know, it's just you can't.
But they did multiple times. I saw the videos of it. They were screaming stop multiple times when there wasn't music. When you were gauging the energy of the group. What the fuck is he saying? Jesus Christ. Oh, this is 51 fucking minutes of nothingness. He's just coming on here to say, like, yeah, I'm too stupid. That's literally all he's really saying is, I didn't hear them, I didn't see them. I would have stopped it if I wasn't dumb. I don't really want to watch 51 minutes of this. Holy shit. Good God. Well, obviously he's not going to own up to shit. He's in a $2 billion lawsuit. He can't just come out here and say he was at fault. It's not going to happen now. No fucking shot. Yep, it's 2 billion, right? $10 billion. Even wilder. Yeah, it's not going to be all on Travis. It's going to be on the organizers of Astroworld and Travis. Travis is probably going to be on the hook for like negligence or some shit. I don't really know. not a lawyer, but that's probably what they're going to get him with in the Astro World. Like, actual organizers and stuff are going to probably bear the brunt of it, if I had to guess. Thanks to Prime Russian. The Prime Mr. Fun. People are so desperate for free money, it's disgusting. Even if it was just like a friend of mine, if my friend went to Astroworld and they got fucking crushed to death in the crowd, even when there's videos of people screaming to stop, I'd probably want something out of it too. Not money, but I'd want him to at least face some huge repercussions, not just losing Seltzer. I'd be fucking pissed. It was an entirely avoidable thing. Seeing the ambulance alone, he should have just been like, hey, let the ambulance through. Because there's pictures from the stage, you can see all the ambulances when they go through. You can see it all. And people were stopping the ambulance and jumping on it. If he really cared that much, or was that in tune where he's like gauging the energy of the crowd like he said or whatever, he could have just been like, hey, get off the ambulance, let them through. And then he sang to that dead body that was being transported out. So even if he thought if he just thought that guy was passed out, he still should have at least at that moment been like, okay, there's an ambulance, there's a passed out guy. Maybe let's take a break or something. Like, there's plenty of times, multiple times, where he could have just like at least slowed down. And he's done it before, like when his shoes got stolen, he stopped the whole show to tell the crowd to beat the guy's ass. So even if he just did that, maybe he just picked someone out in the front row, said, we need to beat this guy's ass. Just like slow everyone down, it would have helped. And he had multiple chances to do it. Unless he was up there performing with his eyes closed, there's no way he didn't see the ambulance, and he literally sang to some dude's corpse. With his auto-tune. Thanks to resub Tony. He does address the ambulance in the interview. I'm not going through 51 minutes. Can you break it down for me? What does he say? Thanks to Prime Mole Man. Drake is actually in the lawsuit as well, from what I recall. So yeah, Drake is also on the hook. He says he doesn't really know what it was. So basically he did this interview to show that he's really stupid. Like, he's going to play like the I'm too dumb to know what an ambulance thing is. Is that actually what he said? He said he didn't know it was an ambulance? I agree, the organizers should be mostly to blame, but that doesn't mean Travis is blameless. God damn. There's a tier 1 Isaiah. Why would he even do this interview? Holy fuck. He said that the ambulance looked like flashing lights to him. Well, yes, that's what an ambulance is. It's flashing lights in a medical vehicle. So he is right. That's exactly what it was. So he identified the ambulance. What City Heroes server are you playing on? Oh, New Dawn. Blame big corporations for making stupid people famous. Travis Scott's got a crazy story. So he comes from like a really like wealthy family from what I remember. So he used his money early on to buy follows and views on his SoundCloud. His manager came out saying that he used to program bots on Travis Scott's SoundCloud to appear more popular to record labels. So Travis Scott just used the real-life cheat code of just having money and being born wealthy. So he bought his fame initially. And then he got a good deal from a record label, which blew him up. I actually didn't know about that until recently. Thanks to Tier 1 Fokinawa. It wasn't wealthy, it was just a middle class. No, Travis Scott's dad owned a, wasn't his dad? His dad, didn't he own a big successful company? Right? It's been a while now. It's been like over a month and a half now since I read about it. But his dad owned some pretty successful company. Mom worked for Apple and his father ran his own business. I guess it doesn't say anything here. It's pretty light on details. I thought it would at least give me like some rudimentary information. I was reading like the story about him a little while ago. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, his dad owned a business. I thought it was pretty successful. Maybe it wasn't. Either way, though, he did have money to spend on bots initially. Thanks the resub full and the resub Hoey. And he's pretty open about it. A lot of rich people don't make it in the music industry as talent. I'm not saying he doesn't have talent, but I'm just saying he literally bought his fame. He purchased it. And then it got him off the ground. No, as far as I heard of that, Sijatsu. Travis Scott fans seething. I don't think anyone defends him at the concert, but they defend his music. If you like his music, you'll probably defend it. But I don't... Even to this day, I don't really see anyone defend Travis Scott from the concert antics anymore. That copium's kind of dissipated. You're not looking at the right places. Maybe not, but like general consensus is most people also blame Travis Scott as well as the organizers, as opposed to putting it just on the organizers. It's become pretty indefensible to say Travis Scott's hands are clean. Things are resub unstable. Did you buy Cole of the Jordans? Yeah. Yeah. Look up the furry cum pizza. Bro, this is Twitch. Thanks to resub Arkrim. The fact you want Travis Scott to be punished for this and think Alec Baldwin did nothing wrong is very telling. What is it very telling of? You insinuating like a race thing or something? You're comparing two very different situations? Weird. How active are you on Twitter? Travis Scott, who had multiple opportunities to stop people from dying at the concert, and Alec Baldwin, who discharged a weapon that was cleared by multiple people. They're not really the same at all. And I never said, oh, I don't think Alec Baldwin is completely blameless. He was a producer that contributed to the horrible work environment. Just like I said, it's not entirely Travis Scott's fault, but he isn't blameless. Thanks to the 3 gift subs blind. I think you need to take a hard look in the mirror. Delete Twitter. It'll be better for you. Fucking idiot. People make everything a fucking race issue. It's crazy. Makes no sense. I appreciate the generosity, Dinero. Hope you're having a good day, man. Oh, we've had a good week. Who said that? He already left. He immediately left. He tagged me. I saw it, responded to it, and he left. I don't know why he tagged me then if you're just gonna pussy out. I don't get the point. Then don't tag. If you don't want me to read it, why tag me? I don't see it. I am literally reading the chat like exclusively. So obviously I'm gonna see it when you fucking tag me. Thanks for the generosity, blind. When's the next Moist Esports tournament? Next week. It's the Smash World Tour. Thanks to Prime Phantom. Why stream so early? I wanted to watch the Totally Not Mark stuff and then go over all the new drama. It's been a pretty full week. TSM is super worried about Moist Esports. God damn right. Thanks for Prime Photo. Wait until we're in League. How does it feel to annihilate Ludwig on Bro vs. Bro? I don't think I annihilated him, man. I was fucking sweating. I got so lucky on Rock, Paper, Scissors, man. He had a crazy start. I thought it was fucked. I just got really lucky. Do you think you're ready for the flatline sauce? I don't think so. That's a 7 to 9 million Scoville sauce. I don't think there's a single chance I can actually handle that one. He's a prime lane. We consider doing a warehouse walkthrough so we can see the progress. Yeah, it's pretty much fully done. We just want to add a couple more things and then I'll take you all through the warehouse. It's fucking great. Alright, I'm gonna eat now. I'm tired, or not tired, I'm hungry. I'll stream again later, probably around like normal time, like 9 p.m. or some shit, so like 6 hours from now. Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in. To everyone who donated, big thanks. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot, thanks for the generosity. One more time, this is the Thanksmas link for anyone that wants to donate to help build new homes. It's Jacksepticeye organizes this once a year, so feel free to donate. Don't feel obligated to, but if you have anything to spare and want to help build homes for people that need them, feel free to. And I will see you all in about 6 hours. I'll drop it one more time. Thanks again, everyone. Take it easy. See you tonight.